And hello, welcome back to the stream. I'm gonna start a couple minutes early today. You know, why not? Ready anyway. So let's just hop right back into going with Xenogears. I realized I was thinking earlier today. I was like, man, you know, Xenogears is taking a while to finish. Like again, I don't mind. It just means that I kind of was thinking, man, I probably shouldn't play a little JRPG for a little while after this. And I'm like, oh wait, right. I said I'd play Sea of Stars when that comes out, and that's in 25 days. I think the 29th as it comes out. So it might get delayed a little bit if we start a game after Xenogears. If we finish, okay, so I'm assuming we finish Xenogears before Sea of Stars comes out. If we don't, I'd be very surprised. So that means I'd have to choose another game to play. Gonna need to find something short, preferably. So, but it's possible I could delay Sea of Stars by like a week or something. But yeah, I don't have to play it right away. I don't have to. I could. I don't have to. Anyway, let's get it right into it, eh? So, hey, first stream. Yeah. First stream where I get to start on disc 2 instead of jump switching to disc 2. Very exciting. I know. Who wouldn't be excited about such a revelation? You know, Alien Isolation, and that's not what we're doing right now. There we go. All right, and we're ready to go. Ready to go indeed. So right, so we're in the place where I did that math puzzle at the end last time. And we're playing with Billy and Emeralda and Faye. We're also the part of the game where I was told there's gonna be a lot of those third-person I'm dying. Third-person chair-sitting sections. Not great, but we can handle it. Also, I think I remember thinking about this last time I stopped playing Xenogears. I think we're, a little bit away from getting Emeralda her final little death blow here. In case we're fighting a boss next, let me just check this real quick. Yeah. Let's do a fight or two so we can get, hopefully just a fight will work, so we can get Emeralda her final death blow. This is fine, I guess. So it was, I think this is what I was trying to do. Faye, you just get to kill them. And it's nice having the power crisis is so strong. It is quite busted on a character who doesn't take much damage like Faye does. You're capable of sitting at a low health point. So I want to kill one of these guys, so we'll target the one that Emeralda already targeted. So we're not getting... oh, this is the arrow. I just remember. The one where we go into first person, which is very funny. Don't think it's elemental. Are you hop on top of him? I mean, it's funny, I guess. Don't... that's fine. So you're also gonna do... to think for a second. We'll give Emeralda the opportunity to do just a couple times each, just so we definitely get it for sure. Alright, it looks like it's gonna target Faye there. Yes, that's fine. Defend. Optimally. Okay, so he's dead. Optimally, Emeralda kills him right now? Of course not. Alright. Come on, Emeralda, kill him. How'd you miss? Okay. Come on, Emeralda. Next time Faye gets an opportunity to attack, I'll let him finish it off. Please kill it. Alright, cool. That, Billy died, I guess, but what can you do? Sure. Dark Beast, very good. Awesome. So, real quick, let's heal Billy up back up. What am I doing? Abilities. Yosh. Perfect. I don't think we're having a problem with EP. Oh, and we have to take the wizardry ring off Emerald real quick. The only one left who needs death blows is Rico at this point, right? I guess actually we could put on the speed ring again. Have her go fast again. All right, let's. Okay, also wait, right? Status. It is. Yeah, it's triangle, square, triangle, X. I don't know why it was giving me, or at least it felt like it was giving me more death blow percentage towards that doing square, triangle, triangle, X. But Alright, let's see what it looks like real quick, and then we'll save and then go downstairs. I'm assuming there's a boss down there, but you never know. Right, give me a fight. Come on, give me 1 in 2 seconds when I got into the game. Don't have to take this long. Right, this thing again. Go attack, triangle, square, triangle, X. Alright, what does this look like? Dark Beast. Is she gonna turn into a Dark Beast? She created teeth out of the darkness. Interesting. Alright, well. Let's kill him real quick. Seems like a grand idea to me. I thought he ate death blow people. Why did that happen this time? Oh wait, right, no, you don't have a death blow like that. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so... What was your other... You also have this death blow, which I don't really remember. Ray count? Oh yeah, turn into the light ball. I mean, she does that too when she summons the Dark Beast. But it's a bit different. Is it worth our time to kill this thing? I mean, Fate does a lot of damage, so it should be dead now here, I think. Considering the fact he's only down 103 health. Okay. You're gonna absorb EP, I assume? Yeah. I'm probably gonna want to get that number back up. And then you also had this. Oh yeah, right, Tornado Hand. We can turn your hand into a big fan. Of course. What else would you do? Or both hands. Does this do more or less damage? It definitely seems elemental. That does less damage for sure. For sure. Alright, whatever. No money. No items either. Alright. Let's just get our EP back real quick and then save up. I feel like we could use like 1 Rose Soul. You know, just in case. Alright, cool. Again, just Rico now. So whatever party we have next that's on foot, Rico definitely needs to go in there. And then I also want to put Maria in the party. So Rico and Maria next. Hell, we can even put them in the party if we're in Gears. But why not? I just thought I could probably swap Maria out for someone else at that point. We still need to see all of Satan's death blows now that he has a sword. So we go Rico, Maria next, and then Satan, Rico if it's... We still need stuff with Rico. Wait, do we get back on? Yeah. Alright, well, let's go down now. To the place I have not been able to go to yet. Yeah, get the funnel up here. Alright, upper world, let's go into the underground facility of wherever the hell we are. Since it's a bit skipping around some stuff, I'm not super clear on that. No elevator music anymore, even? How can you be so cruel? I don't see any chests. Nope, no. Why? Down. We just go down again without pulling the tube up. Thanks, I appreciate it. Alright, 1 second. Alright, yeah, let's not accidentally walk back onto the elevator this time. Why don't we? Seems like a good idea to me. That was so dumb. Alright, yeah, stay away from there. We get down, can we drop? No chests, no, nothing. No, these aren't doors, right? Yeah, just this thing. Boss fight? Maybe? Ramses? I know Ramses is still out there, Miang. Corellian? What are we down here to get? Is it an Omni Gear, I think? Or no, it was like an Anima Relic to turn a gear into an Omni Gear or something? I don't know. Can we do that? What is this? Why is it making a save point sound effect? Oh, hey, look, it's Ellie. This is the Anima Relic. Who is it? Who's calling me? I don't know. I don't know. What should I do? You were waiting for me. It seems like maybe it was a good idea we brought Belly. Billy? There's a giant eyeball on that, slab. Did you see that? It looked like my gear. Maybe something has happened to your gear. Let's head for the exit and see if any change has taken place. Okay. So, I see we've come to get an upgrade for Billy's, gear. Oh, I see. Hello, elements. How's it going? So, wind, fire, water, earth, yeah. You girls again. Elements. I see you've gained a new gear that has been aligned with an Anima Relic. You know that we should have been the ones to have it. We need stronger powers in order for Commander Ramses to realize his long-cherished desires. Yeah, to kill Faye. We can't allow that. Yes, for the building of our ideal country, we can't allow you to take it. So come on, let us have it. Absolutely not. You knew what Solaris was doing to the surface dwellers, and you know what the situation is like now on the Earth, and yet you... What the Gazelle do, or whatever happens to the lambs, are not my concerns. I'll consider it. Each of us has our own obligations to fulfill. We don't have time to deal with affairs concerning you weak and inferior people. Dominia, do you truly believe that? Yes, look at yourselves, for instance. You, the strong and superior, were the first to preserve yourselves without any mutations. Is that not right? Power and ability have nothing to do with it. It was pure coincidence that we didn't mutate. People are people, nothing more, nothing less. Well, there's also the fact that, like, even so, if you have the ability to, like, protect yourself from mutation so that you can help other people protect themselves from mutation, it's kind of like when you're on a plane, right? And they go through the whole opening video thing, and they're like, adults, make sure you put your mask on, like the air mask on before you help your children. Because obviously, if you don't help yourself first and you become incapable, then how are you going to help other people? People are people, nothing more or less. I admit that there are the weaker and powerless, but that's no reason for us to forsake them. We're all the same human beings. So, you wish to give a hand to those who would be saved? We've already been doing that. You're so nice and kind. How commendable, but is that really what's best for mankind? You were all once surface dwellers. Weren't you all forced to live under the oppression of Solaris? I know that you know how it feels to be a have-not, so it's not the greatest way to put that. Like, it comes across, but I feel like, it's not really the way I put it. So why do you... Let me think. Have-not in what regard? The ones without prospects, the ones without opportunity, the opportunitylessness, I don't know. People must have the ability to stand on their own in any circumstances they are in. Overprotection only stunts the will to be independent. Huh. But you, what? Okay, so first, Okay, this doesn't make sense as an argument considering what Solaris stood for. Solaris was like, everyone needs to be put in line and protected. Now these people are saying, everyone needs to be free so that they can take care of themselves. Huh? That's two conflicting... Yeah, whatever. The sense of the growth of the people in their world, we've experienced that firsthand. Live by one's own strength, stand by one's own feet. It's sad but true that the weak will be weeded out, but we cannot look back. That is the province of human existence. That is just the province of those who are the haves. Alright, well, we're gonna obviously fight. 3-on-4, that doesn't seem good. But be it then. Show me the providence of yours that wishes to save the meager have-nots. Here I come. I mean... Yeah. So hey, this is the first time we've seen Dominia and, good job. This is the first time we've seen Dominia and, Water Lady in, combat. So obviously we need to focus down one at a time. Now, I don't know who the most dangerous is. Could be, okay, so, assuming that water heals, we go after water first. Because water is usually the element affiliated with healing. So with that being the case, we go... Let's do our newest death blow, of course. Now again, fortunately, Emeralda will be able to attack very often, very frequently. Faye and Billy obviously need to do all their buffing up. At least, or Faye starts with, attack up, and then Billy speed boosts himself, then speed boosts Faye, then speed boosts Emeralda. Now, is he gonna get to move before someone else does? No. Alright. Rude. I'd like to buff with Billy, please. Alright, what's she doing? Well, I knew it, of course. Now, she just got most of her health back that she got from, I like how she, like, forms her sword out of, like, earth or wind or something. That's cool. Yeah, attack Faye. See what happens. Alright, so... This is you again, so you're going like this. I'm assuming Dark Beast is just the strongest attack that Emeralda can do. Wait, when she take damage? Oh, I guess the tornado hit her. I just didn't see the damage number pop up because she was like a bit off screen there. All right. So Faye is going to go like this, because she should be weak to fire. I think she should absorb whatever other element there is, though. So yeah, okay, perfect. Oh, and that's one down. So now that I know that lowest down in the list is high, wait, lowest down in the list is the highest damage, but watch out, Dark Beast can't be used on large-sized enemies. Oh well, it's interesting, I guess, but these are clearly not large-sized enemies. All right, so now that we know that she steals EP, let's go after her first. Because I'd like for Billy to do the speed buff, please. I mean, so far, so good. These guys don't deal that much damage. I'm not too concerned. It's funny that they just sit there when we beat them. Don't. Oh. You're a real piece of shit, you know that? Fine. We have to kill you first. So... You're weak to water, but we don't have... I can't use an elemental gun on this lady. So we just have to go with this attack, because anything else would use the elemental guns, or I'm worried about the triangle, 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 triangle X being a, elemental attack. Because if we do anything with square, it's gonna heal her some, and I don't want to heal her at all. That's different. Yeah. Attack Faye. See what happens. Whoa, Faye's taking damage. Ah, oh no, not Faye. Faye, the person who I want to be theoretically as low as possible. So just drop one water attack in on this lady and she should hopefully die. Honestly, at this point, I based on how much damage that like lightning strike thing, like tornado did to Faye, I might need to heal him up a bit. Oh, and she's down already. Well, never mind. So we'll go... Item. Roll Soul S. Here. Actually, I probably should have saved Emeralda to do that, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, well, keep doing your little sword swing thing, and what do I care? It does no damage. Yeah, whoa, 53 damage. Oh, no. I'm so scared. When we get to Dominio, we can use the tornado hands, see if that does good damage. And since I'm assuming tornado hands is air element, I couldn't see it not being. All right, you know what? At this point, who cares? We've dealt with half of the team, so I don't think I need to worry about speeding guys up anymore. We're just gonna steal my EP. Now, obviously, Faye's gonna do a bit less damage now, but what can you do? All right, wind, so we need to do Earth, which is this one. Yeah, it goes Wind, Earth, Fire, Water. That should do a lot. Yeah, perfect. All right, she's our man. This is like the easiest fight ever. Like, we just have to make sure we're managing our resources and being a bit careful about it. But this is so easy. This is nothing compared to when you were in your gears. You think you'd be a bit more threatening. This attack is so funny. Just summon the teeth out of the blackness. It's supposed to be like some sort of horror attack or something. I don't know. All right. So you are Earth. So we go do. Oh wait, right. She's Earth. I should have used the wind attack with Emeralda. What was I forgot. This doesn't look elemental either, but we're just doing it. That doesn't seem to do extra elemental damage at all. Yes. Ah, good attack, lady. Let's risk it. Because if this is wind element, that's fine by me. Which one was this again? Oh, this is he puts the pillow on their face, smothers them to death, and shoots them with a laser. They missed. Come on. How could you miss? I was expecting everything, Billy. And this has to be wind element. It has to be. There's no way it's not. Look at that attack. It should do a lot of damage. Okay, it didn't. Never mind. Oh well. He's so weak. He's so weak. It's incredible. You know, I thought you were supposed to be dangerous, like the most trained soldiers in all of Solaris. Though she's taking the least amount of damage here, because for some reason my attacks are not doing the wind damage they should be doing, so this is just taking a minute. I guess I could, I don't know. Maybe in the other three, she's kind of not elemental. Wait, so you're telling me there's supposed to be the 4 elements, and she's not Earth element, so then there's no Earth element person? That's dumb. Hey, cool, bunch of drives. I could sell them for money, I suppose. Huh, we may have fared poorly when we fought in this flesh, or when we fought in the flesh, but we will finish you off in our gears. Follow me. Oh, so we are gonna have to fight them in our gears too. Well, good thing we just upgraded our gears. Like when you fight her in the gear, she can use all elements of the sword. Fair enough. Okay, so Billy's gear does look different. Fair enough. So he's got Omni gear now too. What took you? What meaning is there to fighting again? Silence. Now we have no choice but to fight. Now we will show you the true power of the elements. Get ready, because here we come. Let us merge and combine our forces. Elements in unison. I think it's the elements formation. I just missed it. Wait. There's 6 elements. Wait, there's 6 elements, huh? Beyond the 4, like, fire, water, wind, earth. Like the classical elements. I'm assuming like dark and light. Those are like usually the other 2. If there's 2 more thrown, yeah. If there's 2 other elements, it's usually dark and light. Okay, so I now get what this is supposed to be. They're supposed to be the Power Rangers, huh? Or whatever the hell they're called in Japan. Super Sentai, I think. All the animal. Well, the sword gear that Dominia has is not an animal, but the whale, the bird, and the lion. Are all animal themed, and then you got the just humanoid looking one. Quite a bit of a long transformation sequence, but I guess that makes sense. What are you supposed to be? I already saw the body. Why do you lose parts? That seems like the not best thing to do. Okay, so the head and shoulders. Gotcha. Yeah, here comes the legs. And the arms at the same time. Yep. We're still going. This is the longest thing ever. Those arms look so stubby. Oh, there's those parts that flew away, I think. Oh, and... Oh, there's the bird. I forgot about the bird, honestly. So you got a jetpack. Fair enough. Are we done yet? Oh, the bird's part of the helmet. Fair enough. Cool. Are you ready to die? I've got, the Watal 2. I've got the, whatever the hell the Renwazao was called, upgraded, and I don't remember Emerald's gear's name, because I barely used it. It's barely even bigger, too, huh? Kishin Sword. Or, yeah, Kishin Sword. I assume this is just like an upgraded version of Dominia's sword. Alright, booster. 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 Alright. So I don't remember which one has which, I know that all 3 of these guys have a death blower on them. I don't remember which one has which, though. These guys didn't get a turn in either of these 2 fights for me. So you were super spec'd out, ready to take them down. Fair enough. Yeah, whack them with your giant head feathers. Seems like a good idea to me. Alright, so which of you have the death blower number 1 on it? I guess we'll figure out in a second. Oh yeah, so wait, can we see what... Okay, I don't know what it's called still. Alright, I guess we'll just all go with a triangle attack here. And we can still get attack points doing that. Okay, we go square here. Okay, she is the death blower level 3. Fair enough. You... Don't. You... Wait, I could have sworn I put the death blowers on these guys. What? Again, I could have sworn I did. Whatever. I guess we get to see... Okay. That's cool. I guess she uses her wings, head wings, as her arms. Funny, I guess. I could have sworn I put the death blower on these guys. Cologne, leave it to me. What are you doing? Okay, unfortunate. Alright, what are you doing? How powerful of an attack? A wind attack. Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, sure. Oh, multi-targeting. That's still fine, but 2,000 damage isn't that much damage, really. Hell, let's even 1,000 there. Is it gonna attack Faye too? No? Okay. Alright, keep on up, Emeraldy. Your gear is incredibly quickly, just like you are on foot. Alright, I haven't really gotten the... Like, I can obviously see Billy's gear, but I really don't... I haven't gotten a clear shot of it yet. Like, I want to see what the front looks like without anything in the way. Okay, well, at least he has the death blower that he needs to have. So, Shinrai. It should do a lot of... Oh, wait, right. I forgot. They can boost his attack level. You can't do anything, right? Yo, you can actually use your ether attacks. I forgot. I think we'll just keep whacking them. I think it's fine. Okay, you actually need to attack with square. X wasn't doing anything, and that's literally does damage. Yeah, okay. Again, the Watal 2 looks just so funny. It does not look, it looks so bulky. Like, the Watal 1 at least looks sleek and like it was able to get around quickly. The Watal 2 just looks like it would be a lot slower. Well, it's hard to say. Alright. Does your square attack do better damage? Yeah, why the hell is X just not doing well with these guys? Oh, well. Hey, let's just see this other attack, see what it looks like. A spin attack, sure, I guess it was called Dread Spin or something. Yep. Just keep on, let's get back to level 3. Keep on getting back to level 3. Oh, come on. You'll get me, I doubt it. Did you just do a buff or something? You're so slow. You don't want to boost up or something? Oh, a combo. Sure, Faye had taken the least amount of attacks anyway, so it's not like I was super concerned about it. I'm curious to see what the new gear that Billy got was called at the very least. Alright, real quick, granted the boss might die here in a second. Let's just give Faye his attack boost, see how much we can do if we get back to him doing XX. We'll see here in a second. I forgot to do it before. Oh! That's cool. His wings opened up. Right, no, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be using a square there. No level infinity yet, by the way. Never mind, there's level infinity. Alright, get him. Do it, Faye. As much damage as possible. Ooh, 6,100 damage? That sounds good to me. Now we'll just do the hit drive again. This does slightly more damage. I'll finish him? I doubt it. I mean, you've dealt damage to us, sure, but none of us are down to half health yet. I'm not too concerned. Which one was this again? I just want to see again. Just like a cool little combo, I guess. Does 600 less damage, though. It could add some cool laser beams, though, so why not? Worth seeing. The one who's piloting is the element they are weak to. Oh, so I need to be I'm supposed to be paying attention to whatever element they're swapping to. I mean, fair enough. I mean, so far, it's just working out that with me hitting them. So I'm not too, concerned. Yeah, let me see. Kishin Sword, I don't... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But I still think we're fine. Ah, what? Come on, don't block it. Alright, I ran out of infinities, that's fine. I'll need to pay attention next time they, swap. Because the Kishin Sword, I think, is just, wow, 103 damage. Oh, I see, because they're done. Well, so much for that. Alright, are they dead finally? I mean, we've fought them quite a few times, and they're clearly going to keep getting in our way, so that looks like they exploded or something, or maybe teleported out. Please tell me they're dead. Okay. Okay. Kishin Sword. I assume that's for, Satan's thing. You don't like the sleepy drunk character? She drunk, the water lady? I don't know, it's not that I don't like them, it's just they're obviously an obstacle in our way, and they're a problem. Okay. Some things only the weak can feel, but weakness... Okay, so they're not dead. I see we're supposed to, like, try and rehabilitate them or something, so that they don't feel like they need to crush people beneath their boots. But weakness does not make them servile. It's because they are weak that they can develop kindness and never look down on people. I don't quite agree with that, but okay. That is where real human interaction comes from. Everyone has weakness, even you did it first. Your weakness drew you to each other and made you grow strong. Never forget those feelings when you all live together side by side. I see Emerald has just been kicked out of the party, and Ellie's there. Wait, what? Are you trying to... I missed what she said. Are you trying to show us mercy, or are you just trying to show off? You got us all wrong, Dominia. Our paths may be different, but our goals are the same. No, they're not. That's why I can't fight you anymore. There's no reason for me to. That's all. Stop lying. Alright, see ya, helpful green gear pilot guy. Well, it looks like they sure showed us a thing or two. Maybe they won't show back up as enemies again. That would be nice. Are we back to the arm? Having fled from the elements who tried to take the relic to be used as the power to fulfill Ramses' desires, we once again initiate our search for information on the whereabouts of the last known relic. Yeah, great. Oh, I love it. Who's gonna get the next upgrade? Rico? Art already has one. Satan already has one. Faye? No, I feel like Faye's like gear is already considered an Omni gear, I think. I don't know. He is no longer one of us. Who? Ramses? He dares to go against our objectives, just like the other one. Aurelian? Maybe Emperor Cain. We can still activate the key. We must do something about the one who stands in our way. We must eliminate Cain. Okay, yes, I'm talking about the Emperor. We cannot stand up to his power. Only Cain can destroy Cain. So Mother will do it for us? Yeah, so, unfortunately, I'll tell you right now that Mother is the weakest boss in the Binding... Well, okay, not the weakest boss. Is a pretty easy boss in the Binding of Isaac, and I feel like a Cain is a pretty good character in the Binding of Isaac, so he should be able to get good enough items, especially with the fact that he gets good pills, to be able to deal with Mother. So I wouldn't be that convinced that Mother will be able to take care of Cain, you know. Anyway, so Mother will do it for us. Maybe. Did Kerillian say anything? Wait, is Miang Mother? Something concerning the potential ability as a countervailing existence, with everything focusing towards a single point. I see. But Carr is still shaken up by yesterday's defeat against Faye. We're almost ready. I need just a little bit more time. Then we'll wait. We'll wait till the time is ripe. Patience is a virtue. Kerillian? A countervailing existence? That Miang, what's she up to? I'd better warn the commander. Yeah, clearly Miang is more affiliated with Kerillian than she is with, Ramses. The way. Let me through. That bastard. I'll hunt him out myself. Please calm down, Commander. We'll take care of him and his friends. No, you won't. You lost, and that was like your most powerful form or something. What could you fools do? Imbeciles. An imbecile. Imbeciles and imbecile. Sometimes that's one of those words where I feel like it's two pronunciations, and I like to use one pronunciation sometimes and the other pronunciation other times. And Ramses strikes me as an imbeciles kind of guy. Only I can beat him. Only I, who transcends all other... You lost last time, though. Who transcends all other humans can possibly take him down. Move. Commander, wait. Okay. While Faye and the others searched for the resting place of the last known animal relic, I temporarily returned to Nisan. I don't know why I went back. Just... I had this stirring within my heart, that some danger was awaiting the people there. Well, you're clearly like the reincarnation or somehow lost your memories of the founding Mother Lady. All the people accepted into Nisan were on the road to recovery. There were still those who were not able to completely recover, but Tower's nanomachines continued to evolve from day to day. Thanks to the nanomachines, the treatments were becoming more and more successful, and the day when everyone would regain their original bodily form was approaching. I guess that's good. Ah, Ramses has shown up. A trembling. There was a sudden explosion in the city of Nisan. Within the burning fire stood a gold Omni gear. Egil. It was Ramses. He assaulted Nisan so he could defeat Faye. His purpose of existing was at stake. The Nisan and Shavat militia, even rank and friend from Solaris, who now serve to protect Nisan, could not thwart the assault. of one guy. I guess it's technically an Omni-Gear. The people were evacuated into the cathedral. Continuing to search for Faye, Ramses put the militia to rout and pressed on towards the cathedral. He was ruined. He had his mind set solely on getting at Faye. I stood before him. Is Ellie gonna finally accept her Omni-Gear? That's in Shabbat, apparently. That, again, I feel like they've said we saw it, but I don't remember seeing it. Ramses is here now. We still don't understand the significance of the necklace, except for I think Ellie was wearing it back in the time when she was like the Nissan mother or whatever. Where, whatever her name was. Well, I mean, she said she'd call her Ellie, but she had a different name too. I forget. Where is he? I know it. He's here. Why does he not come out? He's busy? Ramses, the Fae you seek is not here, so please stop this meaningless violence. Yes, you will do. Is he gonna try and kill Ellie, assumingly? He is crazy. He's so focused. Oh, she confronted him without her gear. Come out, Faye. If you will not come out, I will crush Eliam. That doesn't seem very smart. Oh, Marjorie gonna do something? Ellie. Boss. Oh, hey, it's these idiots. Keep back. Not coming out, huh? Have it your way. Then from tonight on, you will be crying with this woman's dead body in your arms. Right, he's crushing her in his fist. Or not. What happened? Why can't I move? Ellie? Are you okay? How could I, to the likes of you? Not only to him, but I'm also inferior to you? Me? What specifically happened between Ramses and Id? Like, he obviously beat Ramses in a fight of some kind, but I feel like there's gotta be more to it than that. What happened to you, Ramses? Why are you caught up with Faye so much? Yeah, that's what I'm just asked. Why are you so bothered by who is more superior? I was originally created to be the integration of all human abilities, to be able to align with all of the animal relics. I was created to have the power equivalent to those of Emperor Cain. Okay, so he's a, like, obviously biologically altered in some way. Or maybe he's a cyborg or something. Anyway, you could say I was to be the ideal form which all people strive to become. However, once he was born, I was rejected. I was given life in a pile of trash. Born in the dark, cold abyss of worthlessness. When Faye was born? But I was able to crawl out of there. I was able to survive on my own strength. In order to get back all of those forsaken me, despite all of that, I was able to get this far. I need to look something up. 1 second, because this reminds me of something else. What year did this chapter come out? What chapter? What chapter? What chapter? Not helpful. Where did it tell me? Story. Here we go. It looks like it's going to take too long for me to find the information I want. I'm assuming what year did Xenogears come out again? 97, I think? It's possible. Anyway, in order to get back at all those who have forsaken me, despite all of that, I was able to get this far. I was able to provide myself with the warmth that I required to continue living. But he had to come and intervene in my life one more time. He tried to take that very warmth away from me again. As long as he exists, I don't belong anywhere. I think I now know why you're so fixated with Faye. You do not really know what you should be doing with your life right now. You're simply trying to protect yourself by attacking Faye. Who made him? The council? The, Gazelle Council, I assume? By attacking others, you are confirming your own existence. Why is there always gotta be, like, an uncomfortable, like, little skin patch that rubs against me in the wrong spot here, and now it's underneath my shirt? It just only started... I'm feeling it. God damn it. That's why you strive to be above everyone else. Because otherwise you'd be enveloped by a void. Because you yourself will disappear. Because that emptiness within your heart will only grow. Because you want to hang on to love. Of who? Silence. Miang? They were sleeping together a long time ago. Even you were trying to take it away from me? That warmth? That very warmth I finally obtained? Ramses, no one is attacking you. No one is trying to take away what is so precious to you. No one is threatening your existence. Except for yourself, I guess? It's all in your mind, so don't hide the feelings that are in your heart. Don't fear love. Is that Ramses being grown in a jar? Who's that lady? She doesn't have purple hair, so it's not Miang. Could be... Ramses was in fear. He feared losing the place he belonged to. He feared that Faye was the one who would take it away from him. He believed love was something you take. He craved love more than anyone else. Because he's a lonely guy. Very dedicated to, like, the only thing he's ever known. You know, shout at the Gazelle Council, be like, piss off, I don't work with you for you anymore. Worthless. Trash. Reject. Why even bother existing? Defect. Be gone. I don't know why you take these people seriously. They're CRTVs. Like, oh yeah, CRTVs? Yeah, I really take them seriously. They're so smart. We have no use for you. Trash is of more worth to us than you. Again, what do you care? Car, don't worry. I'll always be by your side. No one knows you better than I do, so don't... Miang, is this all I can do? Is this the extent of my strength and abilities? I couldn't beat him. And in front of that woman, I couldn't even do a thing. Is this a limit of my existence, my abilities? You don't have to be like a fighter. You can do something else. You're the same as Cain, an archetype that surpasses all humans. I made you in the same way. But he's the one who is preventing you from fully releasing your power. Divided powers, that man was your original form, the primordial superior being. If you could defeat him, then you would be... Oh, so is Ramses the Cain that will beat Cain? Yes. Even with your superior constitution, the existence of the original being hinders you. If you could eliminate the divided power, then it would all be yours. Don't you agree, Car? Don't fall for it, Car. You're heading in the right direction. Ramses, no! Yeah, we're back to sitting in the chair. Having completed the alignment of the first animal relic with Billy, there was a remarkable change in the appearance and structure of Billy's gear. They were units that merged with the inorganic. Of course, we had no idea what the purpose of these ancient animal relics were created for, but the fact that they played some kind of role as weapons was blatantly obvious. Eventually, their true power will be released, and we cannot allow this power to fall into the hands of the evil. In order to obtain the final relic, we headed for a rune that is believed to be almost 10,000 years old, the remains of the first civilization on our planet. You mean the Battle Tower? And a reunion with an old friend awaited us. Look, friends within quotations, so I'm assuming they're not the good guys. So I said Maria and Rico. Now, it could be Gears, but that's fine. Maria's Gears, the Zeep Sand is still good, and the Steer is also fine. Alright, well, this does look like a geary place, so that's fine, I guess. So... real quick, I could have sworn... Oh, these two had the death blower. Okay, fair enough. There, so Watal has death blower 3, Steer has death blower 1, Zeepsane has death blower 2. We got it. Alright, you got anything to give me? Well, gotta fight some, lizard people first? Frog people? Something? Give me the old step on them? Are you gonna poke me? Oh no, I've been poked. I'm just gonna go see if there's any stuff we can upgrade. I'm assuming not, since it's been not long since we did our last round of gear upgrades, but it's worth a check. And also, we do need to get better gear for, if we're gonna be using, Maria and Rico, we should get better gear for them real quick, too. You know? Because we should have extra money now. I I do think that it's funny that the steer doesn't step on them. It's because he got, like, wheels on his feet. Rollerblading around. Yeah, sure, another good upgrade. 5 fangs. Well, I'll take it. That's money. Johnny, hi there. Nice to see you again. If you say dungeons, I say traveling merchants. You say traveling merchants, and I say shopkeeper Johnny. This is the replacement for Hammer. Johnny, you're a great guy. Hammer, I'm sorry that you had to betray us. I'll kill you the next time. I don't know. We'll see. But Johnny, he's a good guy, too. Want to buy something or fix up your gear? So let's check gear first. We can do character next. Bell. Parts. Yes. Yes. The ground, ether, gold plate, voice filter, power shield. Still one of those. Extra. Absolutely sell these. Veil doubler, wind. Extra AR plus 5. Magic guard, extra AR. Honestly, at this point, I'll just sell these. And these, because we won't response anyway. Weapons. Flare rod? No, wait. Kitchen? Yeah, it's for thing. Chrono rod? We could sell this too. So buy. Any parts we can get? Ooh, extra AR 7. Crazy. Extra AR 3? Or light AR 3? Crazy. Charge, remove status effects. So that's not bad. Charge, restore 50 fuel. It's kind of nice, but we're not going to use it. Frame. Whoa. But I assume it costs 90% of your health or fuel. Stop fuel leakage and drainage. No sword or weapons though. Or no, wait, no, I didn't check that. Sonic. Let's buy some of that ammo real quick. All right, we're gonna swap Billy and Satan and Ellie into the party real quick to see if we have any gear weapons for them real quick. Ellie, actually, I know Ellie doesn't have any. But we do want to get this. And I know Satan has that other sword. So let me check that real quick. So Billy and Satan, get in the party real quick. Not Billy, Bart, I meant. Rico, swap out for Satan, just the quick checking equipment stuff. What sword does he currently have on his Omni Gear thing? Equip? The Sengoku sword? Wait. Oh, it was, I was going to say, the thing we got was for his gear, not, there we go. Plus 30 damage. I think that's, so the Sengoku sword we can sell. So he has the same exact sword for his gear. His gear sword is called the same thing as his human sword. Fair enough. And then gear also go to Bart, equip. Sonic G-Whip. Very good. That's a lot of extra damage. We could want to buy something or fix up your gear. We'll go gear real quick again. Sell weapons. This one and this one. Then we go tune up to see if there's anything new here. No, everyone still has the same engine except for the Fenrir, which has a better engine. Oh no, I just didn't have enough money for. Oh, Billy's gear doesn't have that either. Oh, but he just got an Omni gear, so he probably doesn't need an equipment. There we go. That's, well, we want more fuel anyway. Or no, more output, less fuel. Frame. Okay, it looks the same. Armor. Did we get everyone the same armor? Oh, right, yeah, we wanted to stick with this because it's better. So the only thing we have to check then is Billy, the new gear. Crescens. Well, that's what Emerald's gear is called. Oh, it's still called the Red Mazao. Looks cool, though. Doesn't have the cape anymore, which is a bit sad. So he has... Did you swap out the armor that I bought, this armor that I bought for him, for a worse set of armor? Are you kidding me? And then engine? Why did you swap my engine and armor out that I got for a worse engine and armor? Why? It's so dumb. Okay, well, what can you do? Everyone else is fine, though. So... Character? Oh, wait, no. When we do that, we need to be using Maria. And, yeah, Maria and and Rico. Maria, Rico. I think we can walk around on foot since we clearly ran into the frog people, so we can try to get Rico death blows leveled up. I guess, is this going to be a fight? Okay, more frog guys. I could just try to run here, because this doesn't seem really practical. To fight them. We have anything? Yeah, we have like fangs and stuff to sell. All right, so yeah, Sean, what do you want to buy something for gear? Character. Accessories. Buy. We can upgrade for whip again. Ignore those for the time being. No new ammo. All right, so Maria and Rico both need one of these. And one of these. Yes. So get 2 black leather and 2 black helmets. Oh yeah, we can sell... I still don't know what the hell we use that mermaid thing for at the way beginning of the game. 13 eyeballs. I don't really have to sell this stuff right now, so we'll hold on to it. Sell the fangs, and sell the scales. Do we have any weapons we can sell? No. Accessories? Lead pendant, sleep guard, black helmet. Black leather. All right. The only reason she has one is because the other two have a better helmet. Black leather. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Real quick, let's go equip this stuff for these two. Just a piece of armor, and we can sell this armor that they have on right now too. Equip. Also, I need to give Rico. So war. Oh, he doesn't have a helmet. So I think he's just gonna get the black leather actually because we can hold on to the extra we have anyway. Because we need to give him the wizardry ring. We can level up his death blows quicker. And then Maria will get both things. Never mind, Maria will also not get both things. I've been fooled. I've been had. Hey, at least it's something. Considering she has the least amount of defense. We'll deal with it later. All right, let's save. All right, so yeah, we can walk on foot. We can walk on foot. We can always get back into gears if we need to, but training Rico's death blow seems like a pretty good use of our time, though, since we need to get that done. And once Rico's death blows are done, we can use whoever party members we want. It'll be great. Actually, so what are Rico's death blow? It might move if we push it. Nice. What is Rico's death blows at currently? Just check that. Is he also not going to have a 4th death blow for some reason? He's pretty damn close to Flame Lariat and Hell Splash. Right, get off the gears. Wait, didn't it? Bart still need death blows, actually, now that I think about it? I think I forgot about Bart. Uh-oh. skills. Okay. Sure. Okay. So, hey, Bart, you're also gonna be in the party. I forgot about that. So he does Crimson Vest. He can have take off this, put on the black helmet or whatever it was called. Where'd it go? Black helmet. There we go. We need to buy another black leather. It's all this process of doing stuff. Want to buy something or fix up your gear? I want a character. Buy something. Yes, accessories. Sell our crap. Accessories. Let me just take off. Feathered cap, one of those. War mail. Anything else? Was it? I forget. Oh, and a battle dress. Alright, items. No. Accessories. No, this is the buy menu. We could buy the Wonder Whip. I don't really feel like it's necessary. Alright, yeah, I got the black leather. We'll sell the other thing later. I can't believe Mark. Nothing. Alright, thank you. Yeah. Thank you too. Thank you too. I appreciate it. Go. Crimson Vest, black leather. There we go. Alright, shit. Oh, wait. He is also the Deathblower 1. Alright, well, I guess they can both have Deathblower 1s and Faye has Deathblower 3. Fair enough. What's this door? Is something cool in here? I see. I'm supposed to push these in or something. Find the 3 hidden stones and put them in the holes. The unseen is true too. Looks like there's a writing carved on the walls. Writing on the wall. 4 steps south, 10 steps west. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here? Okay. Looking for more writing on the wall. I'll figure it out eventually. Writing on the wall. The center stone will be your foothold. Well, I don't know what that means. Writing on the wall. Check the back of the stone pillars. What constitutes the back? Unseen is true too. If you give them any clues, just ask. Well, I figured out everything else so far, I think. So, the truth is back there. Oh, there we go. That was one. This seems mildly annoying to get through. One is dumb is how it works, though. Could you push, please? All right, there we go. That's one. All right, I just need to find one more writing on the wall then. Nope, shit. Please don't tell me that resets it. That's not what I meant to click. No. I mean, I know the answer to 2 of them now, but... don't reset it. Don't reset it. Don't reset it. Don't reset. Don't reset. Okay. Like right around here somewhere. Yeah, where'd it go? Right on the wall, the center stone will be your foothold. Right here? Check the back of the... Yeah. Where the hell did it go? You need to be able to reset it if you... You need to be able to reset it because you can mess it up. Oh, okay. There you go. I guess you can mess it up by pushing this stone into a corner so you can't push it off the wall. Which is why I'm forcing it to go through here. Where the hell did the one that was right here go? No, not like that. There's a wall right here. It's like the thing. Where did I click it last time? It was right here, right? Leave foothold. Or is it in like the middle of the floor? Where the hell is it? Oh, do I need to read the instructions first? Four steps. Okay, maybe that might be it. Aim your sights higher. Yeah, I know. I did that. Hello? Why is this not working now? Huh? I got it to drop before. It's just not doing anything. Writing on the wall, higher than the center pillar. Can I jump up there? Maybe I can jump on these things. Where the hell did it go? What the fuck? Alright, let's reset. Let's reset it real quick. In fact, let's go just run and grab the treasure chest real quick, since I'm assuming this is what we need to do to progress. Donk. Alright, we've broken our knees. Okay, hey, let's give us some lizard men, please, so I can get death blow training. Thank you. Or I guess like they're like frog people. Alright, honestly, hey, just kill one of them so I don't have as many to deal with, because there's a lot of them. Alright, thank you for being enough to kill. Alright, so... both of you need to work on this death blow first. So do that. Oh man, these guys are slow. If Rico's able to go before them. That didn't kill. Incredible. This might take a little while. Again, fortunately, Faye one-shot here, but considering 2 death blow combos wasn't enough for these two to finish one guy off, that's not very hopeful. That guy's dead now, though. I do have the wizardry ring on them both, I hope. I didn't mess that up. I'll double check here in a second. Why does Rico take so much damage? Well, yeah, we'll just stick with Koho, thanks. Oh, please tell me if I didn't get the first hit off, it's still enough to kill. Thanks. Oh, well, yeah, right, you got the, I'm not so concerned. He's got the power crisis on him. I think I should get the little extra damage we can get off Bart by using the, extra what we can buy. You know, it couldn't hurt. Why are you gonna go after the person that takes 10 seconds to run to, huh? Making my patience crawl. Alright, no defend. And giving Rico one more opportunity to do death blows is good. Alright, I don't assume we're gonna earn anything here. It would be nice if we did, but we actually did earn Angel on Bart. Very good. Very good. That makes me quite pleased. Okay, what's this? Aquasoul DX. Not very exciting, but it's something. So, yep. So he got Angel, so we obviously want to see what that looks like. Then we'll start working on the next ones. We jump up this little thing here. No, we have to get back in our gears. What a shame. Ether Guard. Sure. Now, come on, no, I want to play out of the gears. Oh, we can just run away. We can just run away? Oh, actually, never mind. We can't just run away. I mean, we could, also, but I don't have to beat him up. Why not? See what some other enemy types look like. Give me old... Holy shit, you guys all survived that? It's quite impressive. You do enough damage that you're annoying. Alright, let's go, just this, I think. Try to get a kill. Alright, cool. And these two should be able to finish off with their death blower things, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, okay, definitely. Steer will finish them off for me. The old drill diver, or driver. I don't know if that was worth it, but I did it. Give me more eyeballs. Or fangs, that works too. I don't remember which ones were the most expensive, or worth the most money to sell. Oh, super important. No, we jump on the rock. Jump on the rock. Jump on the rock. Jump on the rock. Only if you win right away. Interesting. There we go. Okay. Now we can go try to do the puzzle again. Alright, lizard people. Not the big giant elephant things. Please. Alright, thank you. I appreciate it. So Faye, just start off by taking out this guy. And whittle their numbers down a bit. Win in the correct manner. Let me think on that, since we're obviously not to the boss yet. So he just got a death blow, so I want to see what it looks like. Always the case with death blows. I guess we'll put, Maria and Satana in the party next, because I want to use... Oh, that was pretty cool. I guess he is tied to the Sand Church, so the angel makes a bit of sense. And keep trying until you get it. Is it really that important? You're still working on this. And it's like the only place you can get said item. That would be rough if it was. I guess that could be a good reason of why you'd want to get it. But yeah, we'll definitely use Satan and Maria next. So I want to use Maria, and then I need to see all of Satan's death blows. Alright, I don't know, do this one? Sure, why not? It makes rare item drop slot equal 100%. Ooh, so you can always guarantee drops. That seems pretty good, yeah. Keep poking me. Alright, hopefully Rico gets his death blow here. I would hope so. And... oh. I definitely know I need X in the 4th slot. And to do that, I need to do a combo like this. You'll want it, but if you have no desire for any of the good stuff, you can skip it. I mean, we can get it, I suppose. Spend here. Alright, come on, Rico. I know you. I believe in you. Get your death blow. Okay. Take more damage. That also works. It'd be nice if Bart could get another death blow too, since he's pretty close on his, if I remember correctly. In fact, Rico, why don't you do this too? Just work on something a little different too, just in case you don't get your death blow here. At least you're doing a little something different. Alright, you got death roll. That's something. These guys dropped so many parts. So many parts. So what did he just get? He got his triangle as well. Alright, cool. I appreciate it. Real quick, inner healing. Heal these teeth for me. Alright, so back into this room. So I'm assuming I need to drop these in a specific order or something, considering the fact that it wasn't dropping the writing on the wall 4 steps to this house. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's just basically all the way over here. What? Drop. 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 Where'd it go? Stop. Show back up. Hello? Writing on the wall. The center stone will be your foothold. Oh, right, yeah. So we'll use the center stone to jump on top of it, to jump on top of the top part. Where did it go? There are 4 items in the game with 0% drop rate. This item, boss item, is the only way to get them. Oh, okay. Where are the fucking rock? Okay, can you tell me where this rock is again? Because I found it before. It's just not showing up again. What the hell is wrong with it? Center zone will be your photo. Yeah, I figured that part out. Hello? It's like there's a spot where I stop walking. Two specific clues or triangles. Like the jump button? Or triggers. Like, triggers in what way? Oh, I mean, like, reading the clues triggers the ability to do it? I see. So just read all the clues real quick. Higher than the center pillar. Writing on the wall. 4 steps south. Any back here. Just read all the clues. So I think we read this one already. Writing on the wall. Center stone will be your foothold. Yep. Writing on the wall. Check the back of the stone pillars, and then just read the stone pillars real quick, find the 3 hidden stones, and put them in the holes. The truth is back there. Yeah, I guess I hadn't read this one yet, where he does a little dialogue. Oh, there's that one again. Unseen is true too. Okay. There we go. Okay. Jump on top of here. Whoop. Okay. Get on. Is it higher than the center pillar? I assume I have to jump on the center pillar. Alright, there we go. Easy. I figured it out. I mean, I guess after being mentioned that I had to read all the dialogue first. Which is, I guess I possibly would have figured that out eventually, but took a second. It's dumb. Yeah, well, you know. What can you do? Alright, where are we going now? The place is shaking. It's a real rumbling around here. Is it gonna show me a secret stairwell or something? Or is this an elevator? Or... oh, we're making a bridge. Gotcha. Fair enough. A laser bridge. No, platforming challenge. Never mind. The 2 of the front and the east and west columns are the 2 you need. Wait, the 2 on the front and east of the west columns are the two I need for what? To open the iron, huh? All the other clues did nothing? Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Alright, let's not save real quick since we wandered around, did some stuff. Now we're going deeper into dungeons, so might as well save now here. You know? Seems smart. Alright, give me more frog, lizard, whatever they are. I think them look a bit more like frogs. Encounters. Obviously, I'm going to get my gears here, though. I'm glad I ran into this encounter before I got in my gears. Alright, Fade, pick one out. Fade's just here to keep the encounter numbers down. Or, I mean, make the encounters more expedient, so that we're not fumbling around in them as much. Alright, so you're working on this. Perfect. Now we do need to see Rico's death blow, so we'll do that in a second here. 24 damage, jeez. Stop, leave Rico alone. Oh, no, that was smart. So you're gonna go do death roll. Alright, what's this look like? You gonna roll around on the ground? Oh no, we're rolling around with the guy. All wrestler moves with this guy. That looks like a earth attack, honestly, but I don't know. Can't really tell anymore. Ellie and Satan and FaZe death blows all look elemental. Everyone else's, I'm not sure yet. I guess maybe Angel does kind of look like a wind attack, so fair enough. But Death Roll doesn't look like a wind attack at all. Don't poke, Rico, please. Bart can take it. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah, now you work on this. Nice. Nope, don't do anything. And, alright, cool. We're just... once we get down to, like, 2 frogs, I'm not so concerned anymore, because they get, you know, way less turns. And... No, wait, oh, yes, that's fine. That's not so fine. Also mix it up a little bit, you know? Again, Rico looked like he was really close to getting some stuff done. They both look pretty close, honestly. Just gonna take some, obviously, effort. Defend. Oh, okay, never mind. You attack. Every time you attack Faye does way more damage. I'm fine with that. Man, Martin's attacks look, they take a little while to animate out, but they just look so cool, him using his whips. The double whips, you know? The two you're working on now are bugs and don't use the buttons in the death blow. Well, considering the fact that it seemed for some reason I needed to do this to seemingly learn the death blows when I was doing Emeralda and Billy, I guess that makes sense. So it'll stall out if you don't get enough attacks earlier. Land break. And that sounds like a earth attack to me. Flame lariat, really close. So land break is triangle, triangle, square, X. Cool. So Bart's learning it pretty quickly. Right, and then again, they both have the wizard ring on, right? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, abilities, inner healing. Can't believe Faye has become our healer now, huh? I mean, he can do it. It's just not quite as good as anyone else. And jump across. Okay, we're gonna have to go through our gear in this door. It's a massive door with no little door next to it. Alright, back on... Oh. Is there a reason to go over here? I can't tell. We both take triangle, square, triangle, X. Or no, triangle, triangle, square, X. Oh, I see. Yeah, triangle 1 and 2. It'll be nice when Faye finally learns his 2 death blows. So just keep... Oh wait, whoops, I messed that up. So just keep doing triangle, triangle, square, X for both guys right now. Fair enough. No, don't attack Rico. X, triangle, triangle, square will get it? Oh, okay. No, don't attack Rico. So, triangle, triangle. Wait. Oh wait, X, triangle, triangle, square. I did X, square, square there. Alright, kill this guy. Holy shit, they just do solely target Rico. I might need to take the speed ring off him. I don't want to, but he needs like extra armor. So X, triangle, triangle, square. Weird, feels weird starting out with the X. But wow, what can you do? And after X, the string resets to 1. Oh, okay. So you go X, triangle, triangle, square. Nice. Now, Lee... Okay, if Rico gets attacked again, he's dead. Alright, we're just gonna take out this frog because I don't want to hit Rico dead. I suppose I could have killed him with Faye, but where's the fun in that? Oh, wait, right. Bart just gotta do death blows. I need to see what it looks like. Oh, shit, I messed up. Whatever, we can do it like this too, I guess. Maybe that'll help. And hey, maybe someone else get a death blow? Flame Lariat. Okay, fair enough. We're getting pretty damn quick here. It looks like we just go down the... Oh, there's a door over there. Abilities. Inner healing. Yeah. Wizardry ring is an extra times 2 multiplier by ring. Well, yeah, I have 2 wizardry rings and they're both wearing one because I want them both to work on it. I already have a 3 times multiplier. Wait, these characters have a 3 times multiplier? That's pretty good. I didn't realize. Put on the... I don't want him to lose speed, but he takes so much damage. Versus phase 1. Does Faye get the least because he's the guy who's almost always in the party? So they both have to look at triangle, triangle, square, X real quick. See, is there another puzzle over here, I'm assuming? Just to walk over here. I don't know what it's gonna do. Actually, maybe we can't go into the water without draining it. I mean, our gears have obviously shown they can go in the water, so I don't know what that problem would be. Or maybe it's like jelly or something, or it's frozen. And it kind of balances out off their party and their agility. I see. Survival tent. That's like a mural on the wall. That's cool. Except I'm wrong because she just went the bunch with already learned. I see. Ah, it was a trap. Go this way? Wait. Does this bring me back to where I just was? Yes. Rose Tabard? Aquasol DX? So, like, that's an armor piece, it sounds like? Black leather. Rose Tabard. +9 defense. Now, actually, Bart has least amount of defense, so I guess he can have it. And, Rose sounds like royalty, so hey, it would also fit for Bart to have it, you know? Alright, is there anything else, like, over here or something? Fear not the darkness of the walls of the pit, for if you keep moving forward, the path you will find. Okay, so down here, I guess, is where we need to progress anyway, so let's go back real quick. And see, because obviously I saw those chests down there, so let's just jump in the water real quick. Can't see anything. Oh, I walked into the corner. That's why, obviously, of course you're not going to get to see anything if you walk into the damn black corner like that where just everything's getting covered up. Alright, jump in the water. Jump, jump, jump. Jump. Okay, maybe I can't go down there. I have to get back over here first. Since the walkway is too small, obviously, for human feet. Okay, actually, it is closed off. It's like a ceiling or something? What is this, glass? Is it jelly? That's very funny. I intuited it out, but then I felt like I had to go double check. Fair enough. Can't swim. Again, we've had our gears go in the ocean before, to crushing depths, so that doesn't make much sense. But, go into the door from here? Yes. So I'm assuming it's some other kind of liquid. It's not water. All right, let's go forward. Anyone home? There's a... Might move if you push it. Yeah? Huh? Huh. Maybe there's a pit we can fall into at the very back of the room. Okay, that's the only thing I can think of how to get over there. So it says, fear not the darkness of the walls of the pit, or if you keep moving forward, the path will be fine. Oh, wait. This one's easy. The sacred is in the walls of the third hole. We go. Drop here. It should, so I assume there's like an invisible hole in the wall down here that we can walk into. Go, like, keep walking into the wall. Wait, there's some... It stopped me there for a second. Keep walking. I'm just getting stuck on terrain. Or maybe, oh, right. I just remembered that there was that one time, I was able to grab onto a ladder while I was falling down. Maybe, and so the secret, it says at the third hole of the wall, or the third hole. So it's like, we probably just click on something as we jump down. Writing on the wall, just double check. The hidden passage is in the third hole. Yes. Writing on the wall, there's a secret in the third hole from the door. Yeah, so just mash A as we're falling down. Okay, it didn't work. Maybe we have to go walk in the other direction. Because this is in the third hole, so I imagine it's while we're falling down. So go face this direction this time. There we go. Okay, gotcha. Easy. Now where are we? Oh. This is just the puzzle place. Huh? Now what? Yikes, the ceiling, it's falling. Okay. Show some courage and stand your ground. Oh, I see. How, considerate of you. I saw the hole as I was reading it, and now we have to just go through that little thing again, which obviously isn't difficult. It's just a little punishment for, thinking on your feet. At least it's not a fight. I mean, I still want to learn death blows, so a fight wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. Alright, yeah, the ceiling's falling. Oh no, what again? Ah, the ceiling is coming down. Oh no. Yep, alright, I'm just standing here. Do we, like, ride this thing up or something? Yes. So when do we get to the other side of the boulder? Presumably at some point, right? Because the boulder's obviously there to make a They're to make a shortcut happen. So we'll see as soon as possible. Looks like there is a switch on the floor. Yeah, why not? Nothing happened. Looks like there's a switch on the floor. Step on it. Step on it. Step on it. One more time. Okay, let me down. Let me down. Do I step on this one now? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Let me down. Let me down there. Come on. Let me. Don't. Okay. Let me. What the hell? I just keep lowering it. Looks like the water level won't go any lower. Okay, then why don't we let me fall down there and go to the door? Huh? Oh. I imagine if we go back to the wait, no, there's why did we come in here? We can't go back. Actually, no, we could have gone this way. If we go back to the water, it's going to be lower than that back room too. Yeah, okay, oh yeah, we can fall here too. Nice. Still on the other side of the boulder though. I don't know how to get over there. Alright, let's wander all the way back. I mean, I guess it's fun dealing with puzzles. It's a different change of pace instead of combat, but it is a JRPG. So it's a bit strange. Damn it. Okay, so that's not what the answer was. I have to wait for the ceiling to lower all the fucking day down again. Oh, great. I'm so excited about that. Oh, goody. Alright, well, considering it's not letting me drop into the hole, I'm not so sure what I'm supposed to do there. Yeah, thanks for figuring it out for me, Faye. I really appreciate your input. To lower the water again, I'm assuming. Alright, bring me on up. Hurry up, let's go. I ain't got all day. Is there more writing on the wall or something? Why can't I walk past there? Doesn't really matter. I guess there could be writing on the wall in here too, I guess. Writing on the wall, not too little or too much. Find a happy medium to succeed in life. A button with 3 marks on it. Push it. What did it do? Okay, maybe we lower it first. Writing on the wall, the water's full at 10. Writing on the wall, buttons on both sides control the water level. Which on the floor? Step on it. Step on it. Step on it. Step on it. Okay. No, don't step on this one. Now press the button. I go down now? Okay. On the wall, the buttons on the both sides control the water level. No, it's this one, I think. Is full? What the hell does full at 10 mean? Press the button. Step on it. Press the button. I don't know what the hell this button is doing. Press the button. Okay. I feel like it lowers a different amount and raises a different amount, obviously. So, like, maybe it's at the middle ground? Oh. Okay, wait, what did it say again? Something 10? Right on the wall. Water's full at 10. Nope, that was the wrong button. Shit. Okay, so water is full at 10. Looks like the water is full at level go any higher. So this is 10. And it goes down by 3, I think. So this would be that went down way less than 3. Oh, I get it now. I understand. We need to. It says put a medium ground, so we need to be at 5. So it's currently at 0, and the buttons change it to 7 and 3. And we need to be in the middle. So we need to go to. We need to be at either 2 or 8, presumably. I guess we can be at like no, we have to be at 2 or 8 because 7's never gonna work. So if we we're currently at 0. We can really go from either direction. So if we raise it by 3, go to 3, increase by 3 again, increase by 3 again, decrease by 7. Yeah, so we raise it up 3 times and we decrease it by 7, then we go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3. That should be 9. We go to 7. Decrease it by 7. Should be at 2. Then we go up to this. Swap it to the 3. And then we step on it. Perfect. Okay, cool. We got it. It just took me a second to figure out like what the buttons were for. Besides, well, obviously the ground buttons raised and lowered the water. Not the Okay, now it's lowering. Not the I need to figure out what the 3 and 7 buttons did. Fair enough. So now we can fall down. Does this take me to the other side of the boulder? Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Nice. And we get a chest out of it, too. Beastly robe? Sounds like the dark robe or whatever that Bart was wearing that gave us attack and defense. Here, let's see what it does. Beastly robe. The long dark coat is what I meant, but, female only? Well, fair enough. I guess it keeps me from looking around in my menus too long. Alright, let's head back to the room finally. That took a little longer than I would have thought, but, some of these puzzles are little more or less intuitive than others. Like, obviously the one that stands still is you make a mistake once, and then you're like, oh, okay, I know the solution. That was the one with the raising and water level, I just kind of needed to know how all the buttons were working together. Okay, you're still gonna make me walk all the way back around again. Fair enough. When can I drop down? Now I can drop down. King's Helm. Ooh. Equip. Hey, sure, Faye, why not? Get 5 defense. Yeah, we can actually give the Dark Helm to Rico then, so he gets a little extra ether defense considering his issues. Very good. And there was another chest down here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Ether doubler. Hey! That's one of those really expensive things I bought before, and now they're just giving me one. I haven't actually used any ether doublers yet. Okay. Whoop. Never. Oh, never mind. It's the elephants. Okay, I feel like. Yeah, let's not bother with them. I don't really care. It's pretty late game, though. Buying them early lets you make use of them for most of the game. That makes sense. Again, I feel like ether abilities, besides, like, buffs and stuff, haven't been super useful. Like, all the ether attacks don't do a lot of damage. I mean, maybe Emeraldas do more. I haven't really experimented with... I've used them a little bit, but not a lot. Maybe Emeraldas do more. Ellie's never did a lot. And it feels like Death Blitz is still just the way to go. You know? Ether attacks are very equipment dependent. Okay, well. Is boss time? Or... Oh, this definitely looks like a boss place. I guess we'll see. This looks like the same place where we got Billy's Animal Relic, which makes sense considering. So who would be getting it then? Rico? Rico's the only one with, like, out a gear besides Ellie, who doesn't have, like, some kind of special gear. Because Faye has the Whitall. Satan has his Omni gear already, the Fenrir. Bart has his Omni gear. Zeepsane is obviously, like, I don't think the Zeepsane is going to get an upgrade if any gear would be getting an upgrade. Ellie obviously has the one. Yeah, there's the one in Shabbat, which means if we're getting something here, which it would definitely have to be for Rico, right? Because Emeraldas, I'm imagining, isn't going to get anything. And Ellie just shows up again, right. She's important to the plot. So there is an Animal Relic in these ruins. Yeah, I knew it. So the ancient people worshipped meaningless things too, huh? What the hell is this? It's just a slab. Who's that? What'd you say? Say something I understand. Who are you? Get out of my head. Rico, are you okay? Hey, at least I brought the correct party member to both instances. Or maybe it's like if we brought Rico with us last time, it would have given it to Rico. And then it would have given it to Billy next. I don't know. Oh, I saw a picture, but I didn't. I've seen that shape somewhere before. Wasn't that Rico's gear? So it looks like it was your turn, Rico. Rios has a human brain in it, and Solaris, the holograms of your character, said her animus alignment was too low to be useful. Oh, well. Anyway, we'll see. We'll soon see when we go outside. All right. Cool. Oh, no, don't downgrade my gear again. Don't do that. Please, you downgraded Billy's gear. Please don't do it. Don't downgrade the steer upgrade. Whoa, what the? Who are we fighting? A big snake. A shark. Hammer? Hey, bro. It's been a long time no see, bro. Uh-oh. He's been, corrupted. It didn't downgrade Billy's gear. Yes, it did. So I upgraded everyone's gears across the board. Got him better armor, health, and, engines. And then when I got, his Omni gear, it gave me a worse engine and a worse set of armor. Now, his health was still the same, but it gave me because I'd fully upgraded everyone. It seemed like it wasn't expecting me to fully upgrade everyone, so it gave me a worse engine and armor. I was like, that's annoying because it wasted my money. Hammer, is that you? What are you doing in that outfit? I was finally able to get it. Super strength, just like you, bro. It feels so good being one with your gear. Krellian did this for me. I see that Hammer has been taken advantage of. Anyway, just leave that gear and Miss Ellie for me. Resistance is useless. I'm much too powerful for you now. What are you saying, Hammer? What? You're not handing them over? I see. Then I'll just have to use force and take the girl and the gear from you. What did Krellian have over Hammer? Stop it, Hammer. Even you, champ, won't win against me now. Here I come. Alright, well, I guess we have to possibly kill Hammer, or his gear is very small. Okay, so just tell me, like, I was told to not beat up Dan to get the wedding dress. Man, he hasn't been relevant for a long time. So I was told that. Just tell me whatever the thing I need to do to fight this guy properly. If it's a cool item that we can only get here, I'll take it. I didn't have anything over Hammer. Hammer was just an idiot and felt it was important enough. Oh, well, that wasn't made clear. I guess that was maybe something that was told in the book or whatever. Or felt he was important enough. Oh, okay. Or wasn't important enough. So he wanted a power upgrade. I guess it's funny in a meta sense because he didn't really do anything for a while. But yeah, what's the way I need to beat him? Is it like quickly or something, or he goes on about how he was powerful? But yeah, I know that, but I don't feel like that's like a justifiable reason to like betray everyone you know, right? But yeah. So is it like, do I need to kill him with Radiance or something? Low HP, he will flash, shave up some damage for bursting the last bit of his HP. Okay. How about you? Alright, he dodged. Self-modification. He gave himself pointy arms. Okay. Oh, right. I just remembered. We have Bart in the party, which means I know what I'm doing. Oh, wait, what am I... Also, speaking of what am I doing, Chard. No, not Chard. Damn, I meant to click booster there. Gel attack. I remember someone said that, like, only 2 enemies in the whole game use gel. I guess this might be the other character. Yeah, booster. I forgot about that for a second. Booster. Booster. I mean, the new steer looks kind of cool, I guess. But we got a wild smile him. It's always good enough. You just need to do enough damage in like the last 2 turns. So as soon as he's flashing, I need to bum rush him, is what you're saying? Or when he's flashing, wait a little bit, like just do a bunch of Y attacks so I can go full in on. Okay, no. As soon as he's flashing, he needs to die as soon as possible. Gotcha. All right. So who's this? Bart. All right. Wild smile. I don't know what his ether weakness is. I mean, I could spend the time to try and find out, but that sounds like it would take a while. Oh, wow. Rico takes a lot of damage from that, huh? Alright, and this is exactly why we put Wild Smile on, the ability to dodge. Well, you can split up your attack levels, like if you attack at level 3, you still lose level 1 dodge death blows and only lose 1 attack level. Yeah, that seems like a smart idea, actually. So let's get everyone to level 3. That means Bart and Rico will do most of the attacking because they have both Death Blow or 1 on, which means they'll only use 1 attack level. Which seems good to me. Hey, remember how I said we were gonna fight a snake? He definitely looks like a Medusa-y thing now. And same animations. Alright, don't use your gel attack. Oh, well, never mind. You can just miss with that too, huh? I remember it was like an ether attack, so I thought it was gonna always hit. Okay, could you... you know, I wild smiled you. I'd appreciate if, you didn't do that. Oh, wait, right. I keep forgetting. Faye needs to buff up his attack. Stop ether engine? Huh? What? Oh, does his, gear weapon have a special property? Silence, basically? I didn't realize. And you still don't have any ether machine stuff, right? You do. Whatever, I don't care. Right, Faye. Do, yin power. Hey, maybe it'll stop his gel attack. I don't think gel is ether, but it'd be cool if it was. Alright, we go this, and Spark Wave. Does a lot of damage, considering. Defense down. I mean, this boss is the highest ether defense in the game. Rico will definitely do 0 damage with steel. This is the boss with the highest ether defense in the game. All right. I can't do it to anyone else. That sucks. I can use it. Ugh, God damn it. All right. Well, whatever. What can you do? Hey, if I get a level infinity, I wouldn't be too worried about not bum rushing him down. Alright, and you don't have a way to heal, do you? No, it's just elemental stuff, which, yeah, if he definitely has the highest ether defense in the game, who cares about element? Just keep whacking him. Okay, keep on with this. Elements aren't ether. But, like, they are, right? Because, like, okay, whatever. That's really flashy. Defense down. Come on, don't do that to me. What, the gel attack he does is physical? Well, oh well. What can you do? Alright, drill driver. This again. Not flashing yet. Spark wave. Applies elements to your physical attacks. Yeah. Again, I don't feel like it's worth the trouble trying to figure out what this guy's weak to. I'm paying attention for the flash. Or the flashing. It's not, hopefully it's obvious. I'm imagining it will be. Maybe like self-destructs or something. Still nothing. Man, okay, I definitely think that even though his gel attack is a physical attack, it's considered an like it does physical damage, but I think it's considered an ether attack because he's not doing it anymore. You play Final Fantasy games, Ice Brand is an ice element physical damage weapon. Well, like I understand that, but it like the fact that it has element makes me feel like it would have like magic. So like if any extra damage that the element applied would add as a bonus is the way I think of it. But I don't know. That's just me. Spark Wave. How much damage does this do in comparison to Faye? Faye's doing like 2,000-ish damage, but he has an attack buff up. So they're doing about the same thing. But these guys too both have a stronger attack to work with. Well, actually, how much did Rico do again? A little more. I'm really... Oh, okay. There we go. Should we get out of here? Alright, this is our highest damaging attack. So the question is, with Rico and Bart, since we're boosted, I can try to go to level 3 to do more damage, but I don't know if that is smart. You said like 2 turns, right? The last 2 turns? Yeah, okay. We'll forego the Death Blower 1 and go for X square here. Alright, unfortunately, Faye is not gonna do diddly squat here because he already used his Death Blow. Alright, Twin Snakes, let's go. This should definitely do way more damage than, should do like 3,000-ish something. Oh, even better. And definitely worth saving up, I think. Self-destruct. Alright, that seems like I screwed up. Oops, Rico's so slow. Yeah, well, that was unfortunate. I see that we... Wait. Are you supposed to... Are you able to flee? Kind of a bad team comp. Hey. How rude. No, I'm kidding. But, I could... You can flee. So that's the way you win the fight without bum rushing him down. So I need to... Does he have an elemental weakness? I guess I'll ask that real quick. Let me see. Is there something I can do with my gears? I dock doing 11k damage with physical attacks here. Unfortunately, I don't have dock. We'll have him in the party next when we're done with stuff. He wasn't doing enough damage for me to heal here, so I think we could forego this. Oh, we can put the fucking gel damage thing on because why not? It's funny. Anything I can do to increase damage? No. Gel needs snow. No. Gel damage, no. Confusion, doubles elemental defense, earth, water, fire, wind, steel damage, protects earth machine. He has a magic elemental weakness, but you need a ton of earth ether to suppress his ether defense to make use of that. But Dr. Billy can apply an elemental weakness to him still. Well, I don't have either of them, so we'll just have to make do with here. So I could run back and get a different team, but I'm no coward. So with that being the case. Oh yeah, there's the I didn't read that before. So he doesn't it's 2 screens if you want to. I'm able to explode with fate. No. Like, I gotta use Rico here, right? Because, like, I know, like, it's bad team comp or whatever, but, like, he's the guy he's getting his new gear. All right, we'll try one more time with this team comp. Maybe I just got unlucky. Try one more. We'll try one more time with this team comp. If not, we can run back and get someone else. And I was like, we can put, not using gel attack anymore was just RNG, not the silence. If they use the ability, they'll say something like unable to use ability. Oh, so they'll try to use it and then it'll fail. I see. Okay, well, in that case, I will definitely, because the gel attack is his most dangerous attack, it seems. No, wait, wrong button. So we'll go gear, equip. I don't think Faye was taking that much damage from it, so go steer. We'll put on the gel damage. Actually, they can all wear this, get some extra defense too. Gel damage 50%, and gel damage 50%. Magnetic coat helps a lot. Yeah, sure, I mean, I guess, but where's the fun in that? You did 0 damage from missing 2 to 3 times those last few turns. That's true. I guess. It's magnetic coat. Fine. I do have enough magnetic coats there. No, not that one. And hey, maybe we'll just dodge everything then now. I don't know if one extra magnetic coat is enough to consider making the dodging super consistent, but whatever. This time I'll also remember to start by boosting out on the first turn instead of not boosting on the first turn, and then going Wild Smile right away in Yin Power for Faye. Obviously, Rico can just start attacking him. So optimally, we get him into blinking range before Rico is whatever. You should dodge fairly well. Just skip the fucking dialogue. So there's an animal relic in these ruins. So ancient people worship meaningless things too, huh? Yes, we know. Shut up. We already went through the conversation. Oh yeah, System id. I forgot. You know, doesn't it like just put us into infinity? So when he blinks, as soon as he blinks, we'll go into System id with Faye. Because it seemed like Faye was able to definitely get 2 attacks in there. He was fast enough. So Faye, as soon as blinking starts, we'll go System id, which means Faye can just go up to level 3, do his death blow, go back up to level 3, do his death blow, blah, 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 blah. Should try to time it to be in System id before he starts flashing. I'll try to. So I can do 2 infinity attacks. We'll see. Yeah, Hammer. Listen, you made a dumb mistake. He looks so much bigger here, but then again, I just think the gear models when they're in 2D are supposed to look really small. I will kill you, I guess, Hammer, since you seem to be fused with your machine. I don't know if there's another option for you. Why did you have to betray us? You were so helpful before. All right, well, here I come. Back at it. Just let him get to a bit low on HP. Well, I don't know when specifically low HP is going to be a thing. All right, I guess that there's the response coming in handy. Maybe that too. It's a percentage thing. Well, again, I don't know what the enemy's health is at. Oh, wait, no. Ether Machine. If you look at HUD... You're trying to... Oh, it tells you the hyper mode percentage chance? Oh, yeah, right there. No, wait, so, right. You're going, Yin Power. Let's not forget this time. Let's do it right off the bat. They should have a higher percentage chance if I do a death blow, though, so I should at least do a death blow on each character first. Since it's gonna take us a bit to get there. He's hyper mode chance 5%. Yeah. Definitely get everyone to level 3 real quick. Oh wait, right, no, Bart was supposed to Wild Smile. I forgot, since I was talking about stuff. Odds are if Bart or Rico get into hyper mode, one of their 3 attacks will trigger the flashing. Okay. This is Bart. Alright, Bart, let's do Wild Smile this time. Get that accuracy down and that accuracy invasion down. Let him make him miss attacks. Wait. It looked like it didn't apply its effect. But I'm not sure. Are you gonna poke me? Or are you gonna breathe on me? It smell very nice. Oh, come on. Come on. It'll probably be later into the fight if they get it. Well, yeah. Hyper mode 10%. Alright. I feel like it didn't apply Wild Smile. Because it didn't tell me, like, the accuracy evasion thing down. Yeah, it's not telling me. Is it not working or something? Hyper mode 10%. Some enemies have resistance to effects when you try again it'll work. I think only Ramses' second fight has full resistance. Alright, I'll keep trying, because I like being able to make it so that my opponent can't hit me, / I can hit them more likely. Yeah, he's just not getting hit by it. Which is annoying. Self-modification, yeah, grow your other set of arms. Hey, at least it takes up turns, right? Rico, get to level 3 real quick. Alright, so what's... No, we're attacking Bart, are we? That's fine, I guess. Oh, nice dodge. There, okay. Attacking Rico. Okay, he hasn't taken any damage yet. Ow, come on, dodge, please. No. Just 50 at the end of hit calc. Alright, whatever, screw it, I don't care. Whack him, Bart. Self-modification, this is the tail? Yeah, okay. I don't know what the tail does to help him with. But he has it now. Also, I don't know why he came into the fight with this. Alright, Hyper Mode 22. Like this. I can help me get some percentage with Rico there. How is Bart only at level 5 Hyper Mode? Or 5%? Grab some evasion rings. I already did grab some evasion rings, I just didn't equip them. Because I keep forgetting about that, honestly. It hasn't really been something I remember. Okay, Rico, get up to level 3 again. Get up to level 3 again. Alright, you go now. Spark Wave. It is nice having Death Blower 1. I feel like Death Blower 1 is possibly maybe the best one. Since it's a bit more consistent than the others. Nice miss. Nice miss. Alright, well. You can't have everything. Hyper Mode, wait, Cyber Mode 7% chance, what happened? It should be higher than that. Oh well. Go Yol Shinrai. This might actually knock him low enough. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, that's not the best. Timing. Alright, let's see. Faye should be fast enough to get 2 attacks in, I think. So we go special options, we go system id. And he'll get at least 1 hit level infinity attack in. Rico, just hit him with whatever you've got. You're not gonna get another attack in here, so we're gonna go Twister D. Alright, Bart will also get to go here. He's at max level, thank goodness. Alright, again, I think Faye should get another attack in here, please. Should we get out of here? Okay, good. Go next. Get him, Faye. Please kill. Please? Oh, shit. Rico got another attack out. Instance in. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage, though. Oh, they're giving me... Feels like this is more time than last time. How many attacks you get depends on where people's action word hammer had his last turn. Yeah, alright. I guess I'm getting another option. Come on, kill him, Faye! Man, it seems like I got really unlucky last time. Alright, there we go. That worked. Yeah, it seems like I got a really unlucky timing on the last one, because I got way more opportunities to attack there. Decent level up. A level up. Also a level up, technically. Crater card. As I assume that's the item. Last time would have just been Hammer's action bar was almost full when you trigger it. Yeah, just got unlucky. That's my bro, far too strong, even for me, just when I thought I finally got powerful enough to beat you too. Champ, promise me you'll go back to Nortune one day. You are the next in line to be the Kaiser. You knew. Don't underestimate the power of my information network, but it's no use now. For a bit player like me, this is probably the end I deserve. Hammer, no! Well, he could have just, like, he was helpful. Like, again, he was the guy who was, like, helping back when he was doing things. He was like, oh yeah, we're in a dungeon, there's Hammer and his gear. He sold us stuff. He made a dumb mistake. So, I'm not too disappointed about him dying, but, like, it seems like pretty easy to avoid this fate. He did shoot Ellie's mom. That's true. Hammer disappeared into the chasm with a look of satisfaction. Was he happy because he had been able to attain it, his brief moment of power? Hammer smiled. Was that the look of joy from attaining power? Or was it the look of relief from the pain that was brought upon him by his mutation? Ultimately, he had no other choice but to defeat our friend, Hammer, for the sake of our own survival. Was there any other way around it? I've never felt the fighting was so futile until now. Or that fighting was futile. Okay. Ellie cried continuously. She hated herself for not having the power to be able to do anything to help him. Yeah, Ellie's in her save everyone arc. She's in like, we gotta help everyone no matter who it is. Like, it's certainly noble, but I don't think that's gonna always be possible. When I saw her like that, I couldn't help thinking, I can no longer allow her to fight like this. We returned to Ignis, feeling that this had become much more than we could bear. Bart and Rico still have death blows they need to learn. Hello, Ramses and Kane. What do you want, Ramses? You. If you didn't exist, that's why I must get rid of you. Only then will I be able to beat him. Come on. Don't be a baby. What do you think you're doing, Ramses? Killing you, I guess. That's absurd. Do you think you can neutralize my power? Of course he can. He was made to be able to do so. Corellian? Surely you're not on their side now. Oh, really now? I feel like Corellian's more on, like, his own side, and he's taking advantage of, the Gazelle Ministry. Kane's cool? Well, I guess. He's helped us. Yeah, I guess. Maybe there's more about him in that book. He hasn't really been able to do much on screen, so... I don't care about what a group of old geezers who are so obsessed with clinging into their dear little lives that they had to resort to turning themselves into data on the Soul 9000 in order to survive. Yeah, Corellian's obviously using the Gazelle Ministry. That's not why. Your existence obstructs me from your existence obstructs me from reaching my goal. That's all. Perfect Works explains his motivations more. I might have to read that. Obviously, I'm not going to read a book on stream, but I'll probably have to read that. Haven't you been working for humanity's future for humans to live longer? You can kind of get it from this game. He is, like... I think, from what I understand, is... like, he used to be, like, aligned with the Gazelle Ministry, but then he started seeing the value of, like, humans and free will and stuff, so he's like, I'll, like, step over. Like, I think he's the one who said, like, we need to step over for, like, the next generation to take over, so... He's like, I'm at peace. I did some bad stuff, and I'm at peace with moving on now. I think, is what it feels like what I've gotten from him, with how little we've seen. That's why I assisted you. Yes, that's right. I try to lead the people in my own way. That hasn't changed in the least. Corellian, what's gotten into you? You got it pretty much? Yeah, again, that's basically all I can feel like that we've seen, so... Kill him, Ramses. Ooh-ah. You didn't even touch him. His mask fell off and he's like a shadow. He had the one Doc... Well, yeah, I know that much. But then Doc said that, like, he had to test Faye first to see, like, see if he was trustworthy. So I guess Kane was making sure that Faye wasn't gonna kill everyone. So, Kane is dead. Yes. The final fate for one bound within everlasting flesh. If only he had just accepted our logical ideals, too. A fitting end for someone who had become dominated by needless flesh. Excellent work, Brilliant. Now, there is nothing that can stand in the way of us accomplishing our objective. So when's Corellian gonna betray them? The Anima Relics have been awakened and have aligned with their respective animuses. Dan, Joseph, Gad have each been aligned with the Surface Dweller as their Dan, Joseph, and Gad. Well, so Joseph is definitely a biblical name, but Gad and Dan, those are like pretty boring names. Huga's Asher, what? Huga's Asher, Ramses Zubulun, Corellian's Judah, Sophia's Dina. What are these? What? All the sons of Jacob? Oh, well. Huga's Asher, but that's not what it was called. It was called the Fenrir. Which is another Norse name. So is Heimdall is also a Norse name. It's the bridge guy, I think. Oh, these are the names of the Anima Relics? Okay. Zebulun, Corellian's Judah, Sophia's Dina. Fenrir's the Gears name. The Relic's name is the other thing. Ryobin Simon Levi, whatever. And Issachar were already aligned 500 years ago. And finally, Grumps, the old Grump, Naphtali, never mind. Yeah, Gruff's Naphtali. All of the animal relics have now been activated. The identity of the persona mask, the mother, has also become clear. Oh, well, Persona. Yeah, let's call the Persona 5 fans in here. We'll get to Persona at some point. I gotta play all the other Shin Megami Tensei games first, though. I haven't played any of those before. The time has come. Now it is the time to open the door to God's domain to attain the fleshy body and the wisdom of God. Well, it seems like everyone's in place or something. The time of the true awakening to carry us to new horizons. Yes, the time of the gospel has come. Now, humans, extol the awakening of God. Alright, we get to see God? That'd be cool. Haven't played any Shin Megami Tensei, but I'm not interested in Persona. Honestly, Persona and Shin Megami Tensei as a whole looks interesting. I just need to, like, actually play them. So, we'll see. At some point. Other ones look more fun to you? I feel like Persona 5, to a certain degree, having not played it, has at this point gotten a bit of a stigma because of how crazy people who like it are. Especially considering I know there's like a meme that most people who've played Persona 5 haven't played a single other Shin Megami Tensei game in their life. So I'm like, well, when I get to Persona 5, I'm going to have played every single, which is, so it's going to be a long time until this happens. I'm going to have played every other Shin Megami Tensei game that came out before Persona 5, so I'll have a much better understanding of the franchise as a whole. Where most Persona 5 fans, apparently, just only play Persona 5 and are like, Persona's the greatest game series ever. What do you mean Persona's the greatest game series ever? Most people only play Persona 3, 4, and 5. No one plays Persona 1 and 2. What about those two? And if your main character goes down, it's game over. Well, it's just like Fire Emblem, and I like Fire Emblem, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go turn my fan on real quick. Dog. He is with me. He is... Are you grumpy? You're like, why do I have to be stuck in here? Well, because if I let you out into the rest of the house, you might get sad. So I think he has to stay here with me. I think it's a mechanic in a party RPG. I'm willing to give it a try. Obviously. Like I said, I'll get it around to it eventually. And I'm not going to be playing Persona 1 until I play all the Shin Megami Tensei games that have come before that. So we'll see. Suddenly the howling erupted. Even the people who had not mutated were being turned into wells. They howled out like war cries as to call out to something. Final Fantasy 13, do we have revives on the other teammates? Yeah. And it's kind of dumb that like your main guy can't go down, but we'll see. That was because Ramses has been manipulated into assassinating the Emperor. Now, with nothing else holding them back, the Ministry had put into the use the Gaitea key, the effect of which was to alter those people who had been destined by God. I thought we saved them. Those people destined by God, regardless of whether they were surface dwellers or Solarians, began to change shape one after the other. Their howling was the people who had filled the earth, calling out to God. Once humans have filled the earth, God will awaken from his long sleep, and the awakening of Mahanan, the paradise in the sky, will soon follow. The true meaning of what the Ministry had spoken, the true nature of what the legend was at, or the true nature of that legend was at last beginning to be realized. This is what they meant when they said once humans have filled the earth. Eventually, Mahanan, the resting place of God, woke from its long slumber and began to rise, almost as if responding to the call of the people. It appeared before us in all of its majestic... Wait. That looked like magnetic. I kind of skipped over it there. Again, the text on like that screen is kind of a little hard to read. But it looked like magnetic to me. The majestic would make more sense. Alright, so something is rising out of the ocean. No, not the spaceship made out of stone. What is this thing? It's Looks like it's from Star Wars, honestly. A very Star Wars-y designed ship, but it's only from what I've seen so far. Like every other ship we've seen so far doesn't have a really Star Wars-y look to it, but this one kind of does. Okay, well, again, it's like a giant ship made out of stone. Hey! Giant ship made out of stone. You know what that reminds me of? Been submerged a while. Yeah, there's moss all over it. Or not moss, seaweed. Barnacles. Giant ship made of stone. You know what that reminds me of? Pokemon Ranger, Guardian Signs. Oh, man. I played one Pokemon game on stream. The fucking Pokemon Ranger games. There's the 3 of them. I have no clue how I'm going to manage to play those on stream because, I don't have a DS, like, I don't have a good way to capture DS stuff. And, like, with an emulator, using a touchscreen sucks. The Pokemon Ranger games, yeah, there's 3 of them. The first one is terrible. People who like the first Pokemon Ranger are idiots. The second one is the one that most people talk about, and the third one I honestly think is a bit better. But I haven't played them in years, and I'm gonna want to play them at some point, because I think Ranger 2 and 3, from what I remember, are pretty good. I'll have to play Ranger 1. I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna have to. I just don't know the best way to play it on stream, though, because they're like super touch stylus-y things. So, we'll see. Solaris, Gazelle Ministry sent him a massive fourth heir to obtain God and his wisdom, but by now, neither the nation of Solaris nor the organization known as Gebler existed anymore. The only thing that was left was an innumerable accumulation of weapons. Almost all of the Solarians had been transfigured into weapons. The Gazelle Ministry now reigned over them as their commanders. There was no way we could allow God or God's wisdom to fall into the hands of the Ministry. We decided to assemble all the forces we could and head toward Mahanan. It was a perilous battle. There was no guarantee that we'd make it back alive. We were to carry out the planet Dawn, hence I had to stiffen my resolve concerning her. Are you gonna tell Ellie to stay behind? Gonna knock her out? The old back of the neck chop? Wait a minute, you want me to stay here? No, I'm going with you. Don't mess with handheld games? Well, so for the longest time, my only video game system was a DS. So most of my childhood was playing with my DS, and then eventually the 3DS. Even like once I got a Wii, and a Wii U, and an Xbox 360, and an Xbox One. I still, like, preferred the 3DS, honestly. Now, I've never really had the opportunity to mess around with the PSP very much, but there are definitely PSP games. Well, I played a PSP game on stream. I played the Final Fantasy 1 PSP game on here. Golden Sun 1. Those are GBA games. Well, I think there's an Advance Wars on the DS, but I'm imagining you're talking about the GBA ones. Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. Well, the only Pokemon game I've played is Fire Red. Wait, did I play Fire Red or Leaf Green? I already forget. I played one of those two. I don't think original Gen 1 is very good. And I don't think... Gen 1 remakes are better, but not amazing. Though I mostly talked about that when I was streaming Pokemon. I've been souring on Pokemon over the years. Like, I still think Gen 5 is the best generation, but I've been slowly becoming less enamored with Pokemon than I was as a kid. No, it's too dangerous. Why? I've been in many dangerous situations. This isn't the first time. I said, no, we can't take you. Please understand. No, I want to go. We've been fighting together all this time, and suddenly you're telling me not to go? I just don't get it. This isn't like any other fight. It's a battle for the wisdom created by God, which I don't know what that means. It's life or death. Whoever controls it becomes the true dominator of the world. It's obvious the Ministry will bring the strongest possible troops. There's no guarantee you'll come back alive. That's exactly why I want to go. Are they going to admit their feelings for each other? You don't have the slightest idea. What don't I understand? If the enemy were only the Ministry or just mechanical weapons, it would be okay. But most of the enemies would be made up of what were once humans. Humans just like you and I. I saw them at those facilities. Gears that were made out of humans. They were the same as Hammer. Could you now destroy them after knowing this? In order to save ourselves, can you truly say that you could kill those who were once our friends? So do you still want to go now? Well, you can't even kill one person. Your presence would be a burden during the fight. All right, we're doing the old B-beam to drive them away shtick. Snap best Pokemon game. Well, I've never played Snap, but I'll be kind of blunt here. Pokemon Snap looks kind of dumb. Like, it looks fine as like a funny little thing, but it looks just so uninteresting. Combat Pokemon is pretty bad. Just hit them with their weak element and one shot everything. Well, I feel like the more of the point of Pokemon is like the idea of like building your own team. It's never supposed to be like super hard. Like that's like what ROM hacks and stuff are for. Though I've never really messed around with those. Your presence would be a burden of it. As soon as they added 100 more and did nothing interesting in the world in terms of story. Okay, listen. Again, like I said, I've been souring on Pokemon, but whenever someone tries to say Gen 1 is the best gen, I'm like, listen. Gen 1 is incredibly flawed. In a funny way, if you want to play competitive Pokemon. They have a snow cone? Yeah, what's wrong with Vanillite and Vanillish and Vanillux? Again, people love to complain about the Vanillish line and the Trubbish line. Those are the two lines they make fun of, and they're both Gen 5 Pokemon. They're like, oh, there's an ice cream Pokemon, and oh, there's a garbage Pokemon. Yeah? Pokemon are supposed to be natural things. What? Tell me what's in Gen 1 again? Magnemite, the little iron ball with magnets. Voltorb, the Pokeball. Muck, the thing of sludge. What else? I think those are the main three. But non-human Pokemon existed in Gen 1. They've always been a thing. They just like added more over time because it's like an interesting concept. Now, ghost types are the best one to do that with. Like, because take Gen 5 for example. You got Chandelure. It's a possessed chandelier, kind of like something to go with like a spooky mansion. That's a little better, but non-animalistic Pokemon were always a thing. Considering the only 3 ghost type Pokemon were Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. But there's not a problem. I feel like talking about the designs of Pokemon is not really super relevant. Like, oh, Pokemon design, blah, blah, blah. And this is coming from someone who prefers like the more competitive aspects of Pokemon. So like, I'm like, the design doesn't really matter to me too much. If they're usable, they're usable. If they're not usable, I can find something funny to do with them sometimes. Sigilyph is a classic example of a Pokemon that's not super great, but it has a really funny thing you can do with it because of its moveset and ability and typing. Stored power, cosmic power, roost, and transfer, whatever the move that transfers your status element to your opponent, and you have a burn orb, so you don't have any, you can't be like toxic or anything because you'll automatically burn yourself, and you can transfer the burn to your opponent. And you also have Wonder Guard, I think, so that you don't take bad ailment effect stuff. But anyway, I just don't enjoy the direction with the series. Oh, I agree. I think Gen 6 is when it started really going downhill, but Gen 6 is still fine. Gen 7 is slightly more downhill because the cutscenes are terrible and too long. Gen 8 looks terrible. Gen 9 looks terrible. And the world building, listen, if you're going to complain about the world building, you also have to complain about the Gen 1 world building. Gen 1 is, if you're talking about world building, is just as bad as every other game. So, I suppose in that case, theoretically, Gen 1 is the best because it was the most original, because it was the first in the series. But, like, there's really nothing going on in Gen 1. There's nothing going on in Gen 1. There's nothing going on in Gen 2. There's nothing going on in Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6. And there's nothing really going on ever in any single game. If you want stuff, just read the manga. I talked about the manga quite a bit when I played Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green, but whatever. Never evolved. Yeah, again, I'm agreeing. It's just, I think that holding up Gen 1 as the pinnacle of Pokemon is dumb, because they did actually evolve the gameplay mechanics, but like everything around that never really changed. So like, Gen 2 made the gameplay mechanics better. Gen 3 made the gameplay mechanics better. 4 did, 5 did, 6 did, I still think. Gen 7 did, I still think. And then Gen 8 decided to gut a lot of mechanics, which is why I think it started going really downhill there. And again, this is coming from someone who likes competitive Pokemon, but whatever. Your presence would be a burn during a fight. You just get in the way. Yeah, again, being mean to force them off. I like how their steps echoed for a while. Ah, they're all staring at Faye, are they? Hey, Faye, don't you think you was a little too far there? We cannot blame her. At least we should understand her feelings. I know how Ellie feels. I knew she wouldn't have listened to me if I had just said, you're not coming. Thing is, she'd worked together with us for such a long time and all. That's why I had to explain it to her like that. You think she's going to finally go get her Omni gear that she didn't want to get? Probably. That's what my assumption is. The people gathered in the San need Ellie. She's going to realize how much people are depending on her. Aren't you depending on her? I can't put her in a dangerous situation. But the way you said it was a little harsh. You didn't have to be so cold. She was crying, you know. But I'm sure she realizes that. I agree. Maybe you are the one who doesn't understand. Me? I don't understand. A lady's heart. She wants to go to be with you, Faye, until the end. Yeah. Bart jumping on the table is very in character. If I were you, I would have told her, I'd hold her tight and say, let's go together. Just like that. Really? No, I mean, Young master, don't overdo yourself now. Don't stand on my nice table, I've kept it nice and clean. Ah, shut up. Anyhow, why don't you go ask her to come with you? Whether she'll go or not, you should express your feelings in words. If you really care about her, you should have to go, you have to go tell her. Express your feelings, right? Well, Satan has a life. I didn't mean too late now, everyone knows it. You are not being true to yourself, are you? I agree. Faye, say it, straight out. Go ahead, go chase after her. What are you waiting for? We have control of our character. Okay, okay, real quick, just so I don't forget, just re-equip, this for the moment. We'll need to remember to put that back on Rico and Bart later. Poor Choo Choo doesn't get to say anything. Well, Rico didn't get to say anything either. Or Maria. I don't know much about this kind of thing, but Hammer used to tell me to be nice to women. Did he? That's not the way to treat her. Don't you worry about me. Please hurry and go to her. Oh, right, because Choo Choo was like, I love you, and Faye was like, I don't think, that's the best idea. Faye, go. Again, we really haven't seen much of, like, anything to do with Emeralda. She had a crush on Faye? Well, yeah, I know. She did say that straight out, like, way earlier on. Is it not the time for you to come out with your feelings now? Come on now, go for it. Women don't like insensitive men. And you don't know how to treat a lady, do you? You're a priest. Martin, don't you take, like, a vow of celibacy or something? What do you know? Okay, the question is, where did she go? Back to the, engine room where she blew it up before? That'd be funny. If you go to the engine room, the old man will smack you one. So not the engine room. Stupid, it's the other room. Oh, okay. Here. Fair enough. The lights are off. Ah, sorry about what just happened. Forgive me, but I want to explain. Now, for the first time, people on both Earth and Solaris are becoming one. But then, okay, listen, Faye. I understand that you're trying to be logical about this, but I don't think this is the best start. But then, not all of them are strong like the crew of the ship or the people in Shabbat. Even we almost lose sight of our future at times, so you can imagine what regular people go through. That's why people need someone like you to depend on, as a light to guide us. You freed the hearts of the people that have been used as tools by the Ministry for hundreds of years. Ellie, it was you, and now your body doesn't just belong to you alone anymore. That's why I can't let you be in any danger, and that's why I don't want you to fight anymore. It's funny, isn't it? Huh? We used to be enemies, but now we're together like this. We did fight a couple times, yeah. Well, no, just the one time. The one time? Yeah, just the one time. In the beginning, I think I saw myself in you. We seemed to overlap, you being in a similar situation as I was in. When I was with you, I didn't feel alone or apprehensive. That's why I thought I liked you. If it wasn't that, I simply didn't have the courage to look at my true self. I turned to you to run away from it all. I mistook that for love. But it's different now. I can face my own problems. I am me, and you are you. It's all become clear to me now. I also learned that I really do need you. It's not because I need you as a sanctuary for my problems. I need you because I truly love you. And there it is. They said it outright. Or, well, she said it outright. If Choo-Choo's didn't get it on with humans, there wouldn't be any demi-humans. I feel like that's not really how that happened. I feel like that was mutation. I don't think the Choo-Choos did anything. Ellie, I know what you're saying, Faye. I know why you're so concerned for my safety. But you know, I'm scared. I fear we may never see each other again. I just have this feeling. Not what you... Okay, if the book doesn't spell that out, I don't believe that. I'm scared. I fear we may never see each other again. I just have this feeling. Don't worry, I won't die. No, it's not that. It's something completely different. I think that, like, the world's gonna blow up or something. That seems possible based on how this is going. It does? Well, that's concerning. As if I'm being torn apart by something I can't resist. That I'm no longer me. Even though you come back safely, it just feels so uneasy. This is why I need to go with you. I can't bear to be away from you. I feel the same way ever since the time I met you in the forest. I think it's the same feeling that you've been having. I was also running to you. But I have to solve my own problems. I can't throw my problems onto you. There's another me. It is within me. And, like, the coward or whatever, whoever that is. I haven't seen the third personality. We just been mentioned. I fear that at any moment, it may awaken within me. You're the only one that has been able to keep me from giving in to id. It is because you were always by my side that I was still able to keep from losing myself. I promise you that I will return. So that is... Ellie, I want you to be my reason of return. To be my home that I can return to. Ellie, if you will wait for me to come back, even if we are in totally different places, as long as you will stay by my side, I know I'll be able to do anything. So is Ellie gonna stay behind? Or are we not gonna be able... Okay. Full of genetic experimentations on Choo-Choos, and the Choo-Choos escaped. Well, yeah, a guy who Maria's father named Nikolai. He said something about, like, that, but I didn't remember specifically what. Oh, Faye? So, hey, a 2D animated cutscene! We don't get these very often. Alright, let's get ready for some terrible voice acting. Terrible voice acting. Terrible voice acting? Or not. Okay, they're just gonna kiss. That's fine, too. I was hoping for some terrible voice acting. It's always funny. You don't like the voice acting in this? I mean, it's funny, but it's not good. It's not good voice acting. Alright, fair enough. You know, we saw Ramses and Yang sleep together before. The lip sync is bad, but the voices are good. Listen, the lip sync is the worst part, honestly. But the voice acting is still not good. It's the quality. Are you going now? How convenient for you to have a blanket the same color as your hair, huh? Yeah, sorry, did I wake you? It's okay, I've been awake all along. All along. Her face looks different. Like, obviously there's no clothing there now, but like her facial sprite looks a bit different. Cam Clark is an amazing voice actor. Brian Tochi pretty good too. I don't know who those people are, but okay. I was watching over you while you slept, and before I realized it, it was morning. Well, I'm off. Alright then. Be careful. Do be careful. Yeah, I will. Oh, could you hold on to this for me? You know, I'm surprised. This game is quite a bit more mature than I was expecting going in. Oh, could you hold on to this for me? What is this? Is this a pendant? What am I giving? I don't know whose it is. It seems it was on me when I was brought to... Oh, is he giving her the cross necklace with, like, the ruby on it or something? Cam Clark plays Krellian, and Brian Tochi is Faye. I don't think I've ever heard Krellian talk. Like, a voice actor speak as Krellian. We've gotten so few 2D cutscenes with dialogue, voice acting in them, and Krellian hasn't been in any of them. We've heard Faye a little bit. I don't know whose it is. It seems it was on me when I was brought to Lahan. It may be mine, or it could be. Oh, nothing. Will you just hold on to it for me? I think Faye's, like, getting, like, bits of his memory back, like, small, like, flashes, I feel like. Cam Clark played Leonardo in the original animated series of TMNT, and Brian Tochi played Leo in the 90s live-action movies. Okay, I have no context to that. Cam Clark is also Liquid Snake. I also have no context to that. I haven't watched any of those shows of TMNT, and I haven't played Metal Gear Solid games. So Metal Gear Solid is also a series I definitely want to play in. But then they announced the collection, so I'm like, well, I might as well wait for the collection stuff to come out on Steam before I play it then. All All right, I'll hold on onto it for you. Thanks. Well, I guess it's goodbye. Oh, Faye. Yeah. Very professional voice actors. Again, every time I've heard Faye's voice acting, maybe the directing of the voice acting's the bad part, but I don't know. It just doesn't really strike me as great. Thank you. All right, well, I guess Ellie doesn't get to be in the party. That is mildly annoying. I'd rather have all the party members. Oh, hey, look, it's Marguerite. You know, at one point I thought possibly Marguerite would join the party, but I guess not. Ellie, are you okay about this? Don't you want to be with him? Yes, but it's because I believe in him. I'm just being close to a person is not in itself an indication of love, is it? But men are selfish. When something big happens, they say, it's too dangerous. You can't come. They treat women like we are weaklings. But if that was true, I feel like there'd be 2 party members that we have who wouldn't be coming with us right now. Considering, you know, Maria, who's also a child, and Emeralda, who's also a child, would have been shoved out of the party as well, but, meh. Anyway, have you seen Police Academy movies? No. Star Troopers? No. If I ever decide to do Star Troopers, I'm not gonna watch it, I'm gonna read it, because I know it's a book. They treat women like they are weaklings. Again, Maria Emeralda, although it is true, I can't help Bart and friends much anymore. Bart and friends? That's... Anyway, that's not true. Everyone wants someone special waiting for them. Someone who will protect a place they can return to. If they don't have that peace of mind, then you would not be able to get anything done. Men try to tough it out as much as they can, and then some. They're cute the way they do that, aren't they? Yeah, you're right. I think Margie is a pretty good character, honestly. She got way more characterization than Rico has. Which is a little frustrating, but actually, honestly, at this point, Maria hasn't done much since her little thing either. And so we still haven't gotten really anything to do with Emeralda. She's, like, been there, but hasn't done anything. Anyway, we have things we have to do, too, now. And while we do them, let's pray that everyone comes back safely. To God? No. To your own innermost feelings that everyone believes in. Yeah. What's wrong? I knew it. Yes, that must be it. What? Ellie, it's like everyone says. You must be a reincarnation of Sophia. And, well, that's what I was saying. Or she's, like, lost her memories or something. You have no way of knowing the Nissan sex teachings, but what you say, well, it's exactly the same as what Sophia always said. Yes, that might be it. Oh, we're just gonna accept that. She's gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'm the reincarnation of this important person. First thing, oh shit, I missed that. The first thing, blah, 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 as she said, whatever. Familiar, sad. Like I had visited here many times in my dreams. Cars, Curious George. Okay, I know that there's a room where each room is and what's in them. I just know I must have been here in the distant past. Okay, I'm gonna not make sure I miss anything this time, so 1 second. Because that dialogue went by without me seeing it. Or if you had spoken of this, I'd have brushed it off with a laugh. Well, she's today just talking about how she knows this song. But now I can more or less believe it. We get back to dialogue with a little arrow next to it, so I'm sure that we're not gonna miss things. The things I couldn't do then, I'm probably trying to do now. Things you couldn't do. That also didn't have an arrow on it. Can we get back to... I feel like this conversation is now not going anywhere anymore. Like, we got the relevant information. Yes, things I couldn't do. Alright, well, there you go. The conversation's over, it looks like. Cars? Okay, I have seen Cars, but not in a long time. Curious George? Oh, yeah, there was a Curious George movie, wasn't there? Also haven't seen that in a long time. Chicken Little, also haven't seen that in a long time. You'd also like all these kids movies that I haven't seen like 10 years or more. Driving back the Solarian and Setter forces, we took it to the floating continent Mahanan. Eldridge. I see that. It was the central hull of a colossal spacecraft with a diameter of at least 40 kelts, whatever that means. Kilometers, maybe? Judging from the condition of the hull, we estimated the ship was thousands of years old. Does look like the, same kind of condition the Babel Tower was in, though it's working. It was determined by examining the inside of the wreckage that some kind of ancient accident occurred on the ship about 10,000 years ago, which forced it to crash onto our planet. I guess this is the bridge check. Oh, yeah, that's from the opening cutscene. That's the chair the captain was sitting in. Alien beings that came to our planet from a far-off galaxy aeons ago. Could it possibly have been that our ancestors were the passengers of the ship and they crash-landed here on this planet? Seeking God in his divine wisdom, Raziel's tree, which is said, lie here in Mahanan. We proceeded further. Open a menu, change members, continue the... Alright, well, one sec. So yeah, cars I've seen like a long time ago. Curious George, long time ago. Chicken Little, long time ago. Madagascar, long time ago. Incredibles, long time ago. Trek, long time ago. Never seen Mulan. Treasure Planet, never seen. Emperor's New Groove, never seen. Toy Story 2, long time ago. Fight Club, never seen. Lion King, long time ago, etc., etc., etc. Brian Toshi and all of those. Did you just lock it with sitting on the desk? Oh, no, I didn't. Unfortunately not. Okay, open menu. So, I guess we could use Citan. Citan. How did it not move while the ship was crashing? Oh. Like, wait, which ship? When? Wait. Which ship was crashing? Continue with the game? Wait. The pendant. Well, no, the pendant, how did the pendant, yeah, no, the pendant I understand, but what ship was crashing? Nothing just crashed recently. Did you forget the opening? Oh, you mean, the picture? Right, no, I missed that. I thought you were talking about Faye. No, the captain, sure, right, of course, that's what you meant. Change members real quick. Get Rico for a second. Go to... This is going to take a second because this damn menuing sucks. Open a menu. Go to... Is there anything I want to change on these guys? Honestly, these are the only guys with wizardry rings I need right now, so... What's their current status on death blows? Bart needs more, so Bart can stay in the party for the moment. We can do Rico a bit later. So gear-wise then, just real quick... Re-equip him with his 30 HP, and then you with your 30 HP, just so we have those ready to go. Also, right, give me... Put another magnetic coat on, give me the death blower back, so I can give that to Tan. But yeah, how the locket stay on the ship, who knows? The artificial gravity kept working until the end. Seems pretty good, well-designed ship to me. Rico swap out for Citan. Once Bart's finished, obviously we'll have Rico stay in the party until he's done. What you do right now, gearing-wise, and who you bring won't matter much aside from frame HP. Huh, well, I guess we're gonna have the option to swap party members here in a second. I was just making sure, really. Alright, well, we're in Gears, so I guess fair enough. What is this? Hopefully you saved too. Emulator? Yes. The disc we saw in alien form was partially rotted and petrified a giant grotesque being. Wait, was there a save option there? Oh shit, I didn't save. Uh-oh. It's just like Ramses all over again. This fight has a bug. It may freeze. A giant grotesque being. It gave off an inexplicable air of intimidation. Perhaps it was more than a gut reaction. Now it'll be the first time I use one of these. So where is this? Tools? Here we go. Okay. I've done so. Now you can see in the top left corner. There's a lot of scenes to rewatch. Yeah, I've stated. Gave off an inexplicable air of intimidation. Perhaps it was more than a gut reaction. Perhaps it was the fear of the absolute that came from the very depths of our inherited instincts. Alright, so we're fighting this big thing. The giant... bug. Is this the thing that sent out the giant wires into the ship before? Oh. Alright, well, looks like a zombie, bug. This is the thing that sent out the wires. Well, okay. I guess that correctly. Alright, so... Who's this? This is, Citan. No, wait. The Citan... Wait, Citan has a, also an attack up buff. I'm pretty sure he can also apply it to others. Yeah, so we can give that to Bart as well. So we're going to be doing a bit of buffing for a minute. A reference to Lavos. Okay. So start off with Booster. 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 Alright, Deus. Well, Deus just means God in Latin, so... Wait. You can't do that. That's illegal. Okay, well, gear attack up, defense down. Alright, give it to Bart real quick. Give him that attack, nice attack up. Then we go... He attack ups himself. As he can only apply it to himself. Hey, the nice thing about having Satan, I suppose. And then Bart will do the old wild smile. Then I could give him an elemental weakness and have Bart buff the other two, everyone. I mean, I could. I don't know how efficient it would be, but I could do it. All right, let's get that attack and evasion down. Please don't start failing on me. I didn't do it. Oh my god. Oh, it's healing itself, is it? All right. Well, okay. So what shield should I give it? It healed itself, so maybe it's like watery defensive. So we do barrier shield versus water attack, so that it has a fire weakness. Yeah, sure, why not? Give it a water shield. That looks green to me. Okay, there's red. So block water, weak point fire. Definitely looks watery to me. Okay, if I punch it. Huh. It's just healing itself. I mean, it's giving me the opportunity to, Satan still needs to buff himself up, so we'll give this to Faye first. I think we just need to be at max level damage output to possibly kill this guy if all he does is heal himself. Alright, Satan. Gear attack up. Yourself. Just, keep on buffing. Keep on buffing. We're really close to being able to just go swing in here in a second. Is this the bug? There's the bug. So what causes it? Is there like a known cause, or is it just random? That's annoying. But I guess hopefully it just doesn't happen. You know? Oh, goddamn, it's the BIOS. So it just happens and there's no control over it. Let's, hope it doesn't happen again. Alright. Booster. 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 I feel like he's not attacking at all, so I'm probably just not gonna waste my time with Wild Smile, I feel like. It happened on PS2s that had the PS1 emulator. I always forget that, like, only early PS2s could play PS1 games. Or no, it was later PS... No, wait, all PS2s I'm pretty sure we were able to play PS1 games. But earlier versions had the hardware, and then I think it was early PS3 games were the only PS3s were the only ones that could play PS2s, I think, or something. Again, I don't know as much about PlayStations as I do about, like, Xbox and Nintendo systems. Alright, Ether Machine. I guess we can start with buffing himself. Why not? PS3s can all play PS1, but later PS3s can't play PS2 games. Okay. Ether Machine. Back up. I think I'm not going to waste my time with Wild Smile. Yeah, I think I already said that. We'll go Ether Machine, Fire Mode to Faye, and then swap back to Satan. Before Satan buffs Bart, we'll have him apply the shield to the enemy so Faye can just start getting in. They switched from real hardware to emulator, and that wasn't really PS2 emulation back then. Yeah, emulation didn't really become a lot more mainstream until later. All right, so we want a water shield. Give him that defense that we want him to have, so that he takes more damage from fire. All right, so Bart still needs to give fire to himself and Satan. Satan still needs to buff Bart. So we're almost there. Faye can just start swinging. Punch him. Look at that, 5,364 damage just based off of one X attack. Seems pretty good to me. Ether Machine. Buff. Your attack up. Bart. Obviously, next thing Bart will do will buff Satan, and then Bart will lastly buff himself. He's gonna keep freezing game, but it's RNG, which ability he uses. Wait, huh? And he's gonna keep freezing the game, but it's RNG, which ability he uses? Wait, who's gonna keep freezing the game? Wait, so there's no way for me to get... Wait, how am I supposed to get past this, then? Is there a certain ability the boss can do that causes the game to freeze? It's one of Deus's abilities. Ah, I see. Does it always freeze the game, or just sometimes? We either save state before each of his turns, or you can keep trying the whole fight over from the start and hope he doesn't use it. Well, again, does it always happen? Let's punch him. Does he heal every time we hit him? That seems kind of terrible. If he uses the ability, yeah. All right, well, we'll try for now. If he freezes it again, we'll just go every turn, I suppose. Satan, start getting in there yourself. That is about 6,000 damage himself. All right, and then last but not least, fire mode yourself. Can we find you the enemy fire element? That'd be funny. Alright, Faye is almost being able to do his XX death blow. So, Satan and Bart both have the death blower 1 on. So, how much... Oh, never mind. I forgot to give Satan the death blower 1. I thought I gave it to him. I could have sworn I did. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. He just keeps healing. Honestly, I actually think I'm going to drop another save state here. RNG is constantly rolling to control the background article, so you can get different attacks from easily each time you load. That's good. I think I'm going to save another state here just to be safe. Alright, go Shinrai. How much damage is he going to do? Almost the amount of damage that he heals, but he's just going to heal it off. Huh. I don't know how to damage this guy, though, then. Maybe he just eventually runs out of heals? Deus is getting our health again. I mean, please don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal, please. Alright, Bart. Get him with the Spark Wave. Maybe we have to hit him right after he, ups his health. I don't know what to do! Ron, on fight RNG only advances in the list numbers by 1 when you do something that's a lot more troublesome. I see. He's got all of his health back already. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Just keeps healing himself. There's something I can do? Read everything on screen when he uses the ability, he'll figure it out. Okay. He does it every time we attack. Total damage. Wait. I wish I could make it go slower. He's using the healing ability. It's just a bunch of bubbles. Total damage 1,600. Hyper mode? Am I supposed to get some level infinity or something? No damage. Read everything that's on screen. I'm just seeing the damage output and then just he's healing stuff. Yes, he's having our attack again. For our health. Enemy and ally HP halved. We're almost dead. Hyper mode is at 99% though. Fixed frame here. I guess I could wait for hyper mode. Is it 56%? Ether machine. Nope. Special option. Fixed frame. Special option. Fixed frame. Alright, well, this is the first time he's gonna get just do a turn unabated. Hyper mode down to 66. Charge. Down to 35. I'm losing my hyper mode percentage! My hyper mode percentage! Alright, whatever. I guess I'll punch him again. Alright, he's healing again. Whoa. Total damage, 1600. Okay, whatever that attack is. Go back here, I guess. Magic attack? Radiance him. 3000. Does that do anything? Now he just heals it. Wait. Is he killing himself? Is his heal technically dealing damage to himself? I see the RNG is coming not in my favor. Because it says total damage, but I really haven't been paying attention to what it normally says when it heals, so I don't know. I don't do it again. Or doing the little whack. Okay, Faye needs to heal now. Special options, fix frame. I can war wave. I don't even know what this is. Flaming hell. Fix frame. I mean, maybe he's just killing himself by healing or something. No, total damage. When we heal ourselves, it says total damage. That's not it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, honestly. Maybe I just need to get to level infinity. No, I was thinking I'd be clever there. It seemed like a water attack, so I was like, maybe we can swap his weakness to water, and then that'll help. But nah, it didn't do anything. So swap it back to water shield. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, block water, weak point fire. I know. 16,000 something. I do another ground smack. I did way less damage that time. Okay, sure, let's give him the old double punch, see if it does anything. That he fell for a second, but I don't know if that did anything. Oh wow, 16. Wow, incredible. Yeah, I can do the old spark wave, I guess. I don't think it's gonna help, but it does a lot of damage. The only thing I can think of is like maybe he has to kill him. Oh, ooh, thank you. You got a attackable infinity on Satan. It only did 9,999 damage. That's not very nice. I feel like you should do more than that. Could you die, please? I don't. There's no. What do you mean? Read what's on? Read everything on screen when he uses his ability. You'll figure it out. But there's nothing else to read besides total damage. Booster on. I'm looking at like booster on, hyper mode, armor level, agility level. There's like symbols on the bottom of the screen, but I don't think those actually matter. This one? Give me the old poke. This is even less damage. Why is the level infinity attack doing less damage? Okay, I'm kind of I want like a hint at this point or something would be nice. Ace, is he gonna do the freeze attack? No, he's just gonna do a ground slam. 0 damage. Is he doing less damage the more we hit him? I think maybe this doesn't keep hitting him until he dies. Maybe it doesn't matter how much damage you do, you just need to hit him a certain amount of times. I don't know. Do I need to do like exactly 16,000 damage? I don't know if that's possible. I'll keep punching him. But as if Faye got to level infinity here instead of having to use id mode. Because Faye doesn't have as much fuel left because I had to heal with him. No, I have no clue what it is. It doesn't tell me anything. It just says total damage there, and then total damage it only says total damage when he heals himself, and it says 16,000. I was like, oh, maybe it's technically counting as damage, like I need to make him heal to kill himself. But then I healed my gear, and that also said total damage, so that didn't actually help me anything. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. My only assumption is that, like, maybe it's just we have to hit him a certain amount of times and he eventually dies. I don't know. It just says total damage. That's all it says. If there's nothing, like, booster on, yes. Power output 55, yes. What's his half? Oh, his half. All enemies, allies, HPs halved. Like, do I just need to wait for him to have his HP and then, like, slam him to him with the most powerful attack? I did that, and then he was still alive. Do I need to just wait for him to, like, have his HP over and over and over and over again? Maybe that's the case. Just let him get down to nothing. Oh, yeah, so when he had his HP, he took 20,000 damage, so... Okay. System. Load state. Go back to the beginning of the fight. So, when he has his HP, he damages himself. So if he takes 20,000 damage, that's his, so he has 40,000 HP. We just need him to have his HP a bunch of times. Until, like, I don't know. Well, we can hit him enough that we have, like, level 3 on all of our guys, and then we just sit around and wait. So honestly, then we actually don't even want a booster. Yep. So, there we go. Go attack. Yeah, keep healing yourself like a chump. And let's get to the whacking menu. It's whack at clock. Alright, so... has his own HP. So he's now at 20,000 health. Let's just, save state here. I do want to get to level 3, so... I could just wait. Yeah, I could just buff Bart. No, because if I can't apply a weakness to Bart, or to the guy. I could buff Bart, though, and then just wait for him to get low enough for Bart to do it. How hard can I hit with just level 1? Bart has the death level 1 on, so I don't know. But if I apply a shield, I can do the most damage if I apply a shield to him. But then he's going to heal himself again, so I have to wait longer. So it's like, I feel like I just go here, I just go Ether Machine. Your attack up on Bart, so that when he gets his damage or health down enough, Bart just whacks him with his level 1 death blow, Triangle X, or System ID. I could also do System ID, that's true. I'm still need to wait then. Alright, there you go. 10,000. Let's, save state again. Charge. And if that's the case, we also want to attack up Faye. So we'll have 5. Yeah, honestly, actually, yeah. Once he if he has his health again, I'll System ID on Faye, and then we'll go in on him. All right, yeah, there we go. 5,000 enemy HP ally halved. Just don't whack Faye for me, please. Go special options, System ID, transform. Nice RNG. Well, I think he gets one more move here, so let's hope he doesn't do it. Oh yeah, it just keeps having his... Okay, well, definitely, its System ID is definitely gonna kill now. All right, Faye. Finish him for me, please. Or could have probably got him there, but that good enough. Huh? Why did it seem like he was attacking me and then he damaged himself? Whatever. That's I don't know why I didn't think of that, but it's fine. So decent level up. Ooh, not bad level ups in hand, not bad level up, and hey, pretty good level up on Bart too. And some decent money. Now we killed the big bug. He with a 1 HP attack is a fuck you final attack. Yeah, he's angry. That was the ultimate power? I mean, it certainly was annoying, but powerful? Not really the word I'd go with it. The partially rotted thing eventually self-disintegrated. We proceeded even further. Let's go into a dungeon or something. Oop, 3D cutscene. That doesn't look like the upgraded one at all. That still looks like the older version, kind of. It's too skinny. Those look like save points. Hello? We came to an enormous chamber that had that was big enough to swallow the whole capital of Ave. There's a hidden music video in Disc 2's files that starts with this scene. In the center were two gently glowing objects. The hand typing on the computer like always. It was the source of divine wisdom. It was Raziel's tree. Yeah, that kind of looks like a save point. I think they did mention at one point that, like, save points are actually, like, physical objects in the world and not just a concept to save your game. It's a ton of spoilers, so don't watch it yet, but after you finish it on YouTube. Oh, or it's on YouTube. Okay. And the cavern itself was a giant computer called Raziel. See you, Satan. Have fun up there talking to the computer. The Path of Sephiroth. I assume that's some religious thing that I'm not aware of. The wisdom of God hidden within Raziel. We found the unthinkable when we accessed its data. Religious thing, yeah. What? A large unmanned strategic weapon and its and its battalion of terminal interface weapons traveling from... Again, the dialogue is not on the most legible background. Traveling from star system to star system, and a gargantuan mothership used to carry them. Wait, a large unmanned strategic weapon and its battalion of terminal interface weapons traveling from star system to star system, and a gargantuan mothership used to carry them. The creation of the Malak Angel, God's army to reign over the vast universe with, and the construction of a divine ark. These weapons were called Yabe, the Interplanetary Invasion Weapon System. So are we gonna get invaded by aliens, and that's the final boss? What the Gazelle Ministry was pursuing was right here. It seems to me like there should be more life out in the universe. It's like highly advanced technology, and we're like in some backwater planet that we just happen to crash on. According to the data, the giant rotting organism we just defeated was in fact the nucleus of this system. We were on the verge of accessing the data for the object called Zohar. Zohar? Whatever. The central neural circuit and power source controlling the entire system from the weapons to the mothership. Sephiroth, meaning emanations, are the 10 attribute emanations in Kabbalah, through which Ein Sof, the infinite, reveals itself and continuously creates both the physical realm and the chain of higher metaphysical realms. What religion is this from? Because that doesn't sound Christian to me, or even like Jewish, like that line of religion. So in that case, it doesn't sound like Jewish or Christian or Muslim or anything that like branched off from any of those. Sounds like something else. I mean, maybe it is, but that's not something I've ever heard before. Essential neural circuit and powers of Jewish mysticism? Well, okay. I do definitely know less about that, so... from the weapons to the mothership. What was that? Oh, that was Grump. When suddenly heat appeared. Ah, the hidden data from Raziel's tree. Move away from there. This matter is far too weighty for the likes of you. We must protect it with our lives. We can't let them have the Raziel data. You handle them. I'll try and extract as much data as I'm able to. If anything goes wrong, I will destroy this place. Hey, Grump, go away. We're fighting Corellian and Graf? Or just Graf? Alpha with... Wait, Alpha with all? I feel like we're not supposed to win here, but, I could be wrong. Hey, Wild Smile did affect them. Alright, can you dodge now, Bart? Unfortunately not. Oh, hey, you did actually. Ah, well, never mind. That's Bart down. Zero oh. Okay. 0 damage. 0 damage. Well, if that's the Alpha Watal, it's mine. Oh, so much damage. Let me guess, I'm just supposed to go id machine here, I guess? Or system id. Just transform. Miss me, please. Thank you. Attack. Go for the old goat necks. Is this gonna do anything? Significant? Hey, 4,393 damage. That's not very much at all. This fight seems not very winnable, I'm gonna be honest. He gets to attack so many... I mean, I could have boostered, but... this does not seem winnable. He has 10k HP. Alright, definitely not supposed to be a winnable fight. So, oh well, what am I gonna do? I mean, maybe it is winnable if you're a bit overpowered by the time you get here, and it's a possible fight you can win, but it seems unlikely. How the hell did you get out of the gear? I guess that's all you can take for now. Are you frustrated? But that is only natural. After all, you weren't perfect. Yeah, he wants Id to come out, obviously. Drops a unique armor. So he is beatable. It's just not going to happen. Or unless you know what's coming. And you have to, like, specifically plan for this fight, I assume. Imperfect. Oh, what? Didn't you say that there was technically a super boss in this game, but it's a boss you're not actually designed to beat? I assume that this was it. Imperfect. Yes, you are lacking now. The absence of... Yeah, so I just remembered that. I was told that. The absence of wrath is an impediment to you utilizing your true strength. Wrath. The drive to massacre and annihilate, the compulsion to destroy your opponent. Yeah, he's like the disciple of the goddess of destruction or whatever. Shut up. I don't even follow your teaching. He's been teleporting the whole game. Why are you asking me how he got out of the gear? Faye? No. No. Faye is... I'm asking why... I'm not asking why he got out of the gear. Not Gramp. Gramp can do whatever he wants. Such wrath is power for the soul. By eliminating your foe, you attain your first sublimation of that drive. It is that very sublimation that draws out the hidden power within oneself. But, clinging to reason, suppressing your wrath and desire, makes releasing your true power a dream within a dream for you. You already know this. When wrath appeared in your heart, the machine responded, did it not? What drew out such power from your machine was truly the drive of your soul. It was your id. The sign of the purpose you've been seeking, the mark of a natural-born assassin. You're wrong. That's absolutely untrue. I am not id. The time has come. I'll take your soul and draw its power out to the limit. Enough. Huh? What are you stopping me for? He is bait. If you kill the bait, the precious bird we wish to capture will fly away. Oh, so now there's another target. Oh, goodness. You know, a very important bird needed to fulfill my earnest desire. Ellie? You understand that, don't you, Lacan? Suit yourself. We shall crucify them. Okay. In the land of Golgotha? Nah, come on. It can't be the great sand sea of Golganda, where the Springans live. To the west of here, collect all the broken gears. No, we've been captured. Alright, I guess Ellie by herself is going to come rescue us or something. When Faye and the others arrived at the deepest part of Mahandan, I was looking after the newly mutating people in Nissan. I don't see Ellie. People mutating one after the other. They don't look... Oh, there she is. They don't look very pleasant, I guess. They're probably suffering of some kind. Mistranslation of Golgotha. Like some eternal nightmare that made me wonder just how long we would have to keep on nursing them. Are you okay? You haven't had any rest, have you? Where Christ was crucified? Okay. Again, I know what, like, the broad strokes of, like, Christian religion is. Like, but if you tell me, like, a place name, I'm gonna be like, uh-huh. For sure. I definitely know where that is. I can handle things on my own for a while. Why don't we go out for a walk? Thank you, but I'll be alright. I'd rather keep busy so that I won't worry about things too much. Is that it? Hey, Ellie, what's that? Oh, the pendant that Faye gave her, I assume? This? By the way, we still don't know what a use for the mermaid tier is. I still have that ring, which apparently gives me, like, a increased experience thing later on. I don't know what the fuck the mermaid tier is for. No, I'm just filling you know some little words reading. Oh, no, I appreciate it. Can I see it? Just as I thought, it's the pendant of Nissan. But why do you have it, Ellie? It's Faye's. I'm holding onto it for him, but it feels as if I've always worn it. I certainly don't know the words outside of this game. Oh, okay. When you wear that, you look even more like Sophia. I just learned by being into the game. Well, like, you said that you played the game like 20 times or something? That seems like it's into the game to me. Yeah, well, you would look like Sophia. Really? Flattery won't get you anything, you know. Anyway, we need to hurry up and test the new mutation suppressant dissembler on those other people there. The one I streamed was the 49th playthrough. Oh, well. We can't afford to have them change any further. Ah. Oh, the pendant is falling? Did it just fall off? Oh, it's like a bad sign of bad luck that the pendant fell. Oh no, something has happened to Faye and the others. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, can you go get your Omni gear, please? You're the only one who I'm pretty sure doesn't have a gear that's like in any way as powerful as anyone else. Because again, the Deep Sane and whatever Crescens seem to both be like Omni gear-esque, but not quite. Overcome by indescribable fear, I decided ascend to Shabbat. So I decided to ascend to Shabbat, is what you're trying to say here. Which was stationed in the skies above the sun. Good, she's going to get her Omni gear. Awaiting me there was a transmission from Corellian. Well, he told me that if I wanted to save Faye and the others, I would have to come to Golgotha. Corellian wanted me. In order to save Faye and my other friends, I departed in the last Omni gear left remaining in Shabbat. Thank you. My previous fear of riding in this machine was surmounted by my desire to rescue the people dear to me. Alright, what does it look like? I wonder when we get to go back on the world map again. Alright, I guess it's more red. Or maybe that's just the lighting. Are you serious about going in alone? Oh, are these guys gonna help? When did they defect? Then that was never made clear. I guess they were there that one time. Corellian told me to come by myself. I can't afford to break the agreement, so please stay behind and protect everyone here. But it's a trap. I know. Then why? I guess these guys aren't so bad after all. If I do not go, Faye and them will be executed for sure. Corellian isn't concerned with anyone else but me. Or we still don't know why. So what makes you think he's going to hold his part of the bargain? Do you have any way of knowing that you will definitely save your friends by doing this? No. Then it's suicide. It might be, but I have to do it anyway. But I made it this far because of Faye and the others. Because they accepted me as their friend. What is this? What she's like tilting her head back and putting her hands like this? I don't know what that's supposed to be. But because they accept me as their friend. If you go away, what about us? What about all the people who have assembled in Nisan that you leave behind? Everyone's depending on you for their spiritual support. The people in Nisan will be fine. They can stand on their own feet without any support from me. This is also true of you all, right? Well, again, they also have Marguerite. But why did you do so much for him? I don't know. I guess it's a woman's prerogative to be selfish, perhaps. Everyone's a little selfish, you know, to a certain degree. No one's truly 100% selfless. A woman's prerogative. I'm not a holy woman of any sort. Well, wouldn't say that. I'm just a regular woman. Well, that is also not true. I get angry, I cry, I laugh. Although at times I can resent others, I also know how to love others, loving whole masses of people at times, and loving just one person the rest of the time. I'm in supreme bliss when I am embraced by the man that I love. Giving what I have to him and receiving what he gives me, we become one flesh. Ah, okay, so there's like your tie into the two angels from Nisan. That is the moment when I am most at peace. It is my prerogative as a woman to simply want to save the man that I love. Makes sense. Boss. I'm sorry for saying such selfish things. Again, I said that earlier. I'll go and do all that I can do for my friends. So so I want all of you to do whatever it is you can do for our friends here. Well, I better get going now. Alright, well, Ellie, please don't get killed or dissected or blown up or... I don't know. Who's the purple guy? I'm assuming the... Oh, that's probably Niang. The other one is not Ramses, Corellian. That's what I meant to say. Okay, very funny. I didn't actually think... Oh, that looks so stupid. Just shrink? Okay, well, here we are. Nice job, Choo-Choo. I have barely used her. Apparently, everyone says she's bad, and I kind of agree from what I've seen of her use. Yeah, Crucified, yeah, I understand that much. But I only see 4 of them. Where's everyone else? And Bart's not there? Bart was in the party. Where the hell's Rico? And, Maria's there. So where the hell's Rico, Bart, and Billy? And Esmeralda. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Rico, Bart, Billy. Oh, choose the fun. That's what you said. That was a joke. I just skipped over the fact that that was a play on words. Who am I forgetting? Oh, wait, right. Rico, Emeralda, Billy, Bart. That's who's missing. I missed out on someone each time. Okay, so that is Miang, because we saw Miang take off the Executioner elf uniform before. Ellie. You idiot! Why did you come here? Corellian's after you. Forget about us. Run and save yourself. I came as I was told. I'm the only one you need. They have nothing to do with this, so let Faye and the others go. Well, again, nothing to do, if it was meant to be off screen, it's kind of weird they aren't there. Yeah. But no, Faye has stuff to do with this as well, so I don't think they're going to let them go. I cannot do that. How gallant are you, Eliam? It is as if that scene from the past has been brought back to life in the present. So you came in an Omni gear. That is, too, is her gear. Allow me to confirm something. What? What do you want? I'll consider what kind of treatment your friends will receive, on one condition. That you first defeat these two men here with the gear you came in. How about it, Eliam? Forget it, Ellie. He's up to something. Don't accept it. Faye is right. Corellian is not a man of his word, and he always has ulterior motives when he sweet-talks someone. Okay, I wouldn't call this sweet-talk. This would be called a, like a bargain? Maybe blackmail? What is more, these men are fighting machines created by Corellian. Their combat skills are immeasurable. They are not opponents you can handle by yourself. Do not take him up on his offer. Escape while you can. My, such harsh criticism. I'm not that brutal. So, what will it be, Eliam? Even if you were to try to flee now, it is not likely you would be able to. You see, I have this whole area surrounded by my guards. Wouldn't it be logical to take the choice where you may still stand a chance? No matter how slight it may be. Don't do it, Ellie. Alright then, I'll do what you say. I don't know what equipment Ellie has on, because it's been a long time since we've used her. Good. You are indeed my precious little bird. Now get on with it. Okay, so we're fighting two humans in a gear? Yes? Okay. If it gives Faye and them even the slightest chance of escaping, then I will fight. I don't care if even it costs me my life. Oh, wait, never mind. They're not in the gear. Or they're not... they're too fast. It's... Okay, so... Prediction. These are her parents. Like, reincarnated into gears. It's like Hammer was. Well, I know, we saw the skull guy before. He talked to us. Outmatched, even in my Omni gear. But I can't just... No, not like this. Well, it might be a different skull guy, but I'm guessing it's her parents. I can't lose. It seems like the most likely thing to try and mess with her. You saw the skull guy before her parents were killed, but this guy's not talking, and also the other skull guy was a different color. So it could be just a different skull guy. Must somehow stop movement. I don't know who else these random two guys would be. I'm trying to think of two other characters who were significant to Ellie. Stop. Now's my chance. What are we doing? Oh, giant earth attack, sure. I can't think of anyone else. Like, who... Are just two people that she has to kill? Did I do it? Is he just trying to make her bad for killing in general? I have no clue. How could that? I thought it had some sort of effect. Girl, that hurt. I'll get you back. It was wrong of you to underestimate our power. Come on, Ellie, you're in an Omni gear. You should be winning, right? Probably. I guess they are technically bigger gears, but I don't know what difference that makes. Alright, we're just continuing to get beat up. Again, it definitely looks more red, but again, it could be the lighting. Ellie? Gah. Yeah, me too. Not having the nicest time here, are we? I'm getting no results. I can't be helped, Mugwort. Mugwort? Mugwort. It's about time to finish the job. Okay, well, dying to a guy named Mugwort doesn't seem very good. Can we get this over with? This is taking a while, honestly. Rattan. I guess Rattan, what? Maybe this is the same guy we saw before. So Mugwort would be the green chicken bird looking thing then. And Rattan, I'm pretty sure, was the other guy. Downed yet. It's to be expected. Multiple fractures, major blood loss. I wouldn't be surprised if the cockpit is a sea of blood. At worst, death. Worst death. Death is the worst case scenario. As long as you're still alive, you can at least do something. Maybe there's a way in this universe to get your, what the? There's no way you can stand after taking that much damage. Oh, did she take the drug? Does she still have the drug? Or is she, like, getting angry and it's making her powerful? Mugwort? I knew it. That guy was Mugwort. Why, you? How dare you do that to my partner? Get maced. Oh, nice laser shot. Always like lasers. Oh, second laser. Third laser? Third laser? Sure. Fourth laser. Nope, just 3 lasers. 3 lasers is good enough, you know. Don't want to overdo it. Alright, we're not hearing anything from Ellie, so that's not good. There's a lot of stuff going on. Not as much gameplay. It's all story stuff right now. I mean, the story's still good. It's just we don't get a lot of gameplay. And I do like the gameplay. Hello? So is, like, Faye gonna go berserk and break free now? Somehow? That's this too for you? Well, what can you do? A lot of people hate this too. I don't hate it. It's just, I wish there was more gameplay. And also, what we didn't keep popping into the swinging pendulum necklace dimension. That's not really how I prefer the story to be told. But otherwise, I still like it. No way, Ellie. So, her true awakening, or just merely protecting her master. Either way, it does not alter the fact that she is the mother existence that I've been searching for. Now then, recover that machine. Place priority on the safety of the pilot. Use whatever it takes to preserve her life. Alright, Faye, time to lose it. Go crazy. Well then, I shall be taking this girl with me. As for the rest of you, why don't you just wallow there pathetically while you meditate on your own lack of any real power? I guess, like, the gears are crucified and they're, like, locked in the gear so they can't get out. Oh, hey, Grumph. Oh, you're gonna ask me if I want power? Is that what's gonna happen here? Pitiful. You can't even protect a single woman. It is not even worth the effort of putting a spineless wretch like you out of your misery. If you replay it with the intent of picking apart the story in more detail, this too will become your favorite part. When you play it to play a game, it's not amazing. Well, no, I like the story. I just, like, that's the kind of the thing with video games, right? Is video games are video games. So the best video games are usually games that intermingle the game and the story. Which is why, again, still so far, Xenoblade Chronicles is a bit better of a game than this because, and it's still my favorite video game story so far, because the gameplay mechanics of Xenoblade Chronicles are typically tied into, like, story events very often. Like, the way the characters use the gameplay mechanics is the same way they're used in, like, cutscenes and stuff. So, like what a video game is for. If Xenogears was, like, a movie, like, theoretically the story would still be good, but this is a video game, so you want the gameplay to also be, like, this, like, you want the story and the gameplay to combine to create a whole thing, instead of being, like, these two separate things, which is, like, the problem with the Xenogear game so far, is the story and the gameplay aren't, like, super consistently merge. There are times where it happens, but it's not as often as I'd like. There's something on my finger. Ellie was taken away, and as Brilliant had told her, we were left alive. Was Brilliant just keeping his promise? No, that can't be it. He had to be another real reason why he allowed us to live. Needed more time in the oven? Yeah, I've heard that Xenogears was rushed. Xenosaga wasn't. I think I've heard that Saga was also rushed. We'll see when we get there. I just hope if it was rushed, it wasn't as badly rushed. Like, I heard Xenosaga was supposed to be 6 games, I think. Which, considering there's 3 of them, not a good sign. And we had to find that out. Save current data. Oh, it's been a while. This was also supposed to be 6 games. We got 1. Well, that's rough. Is anyone I could? Oh, do I have a helmet I can give you? Yes. Crimson vest. Do I have, black leather? Yes. I guess we can just give him, with no question answered. No question. Square wanted to end after Solaris got blown up with no, yeah, that was told, I was told that before. I guess we can give him the evasion ring, why not? Yeah, we don't have a better sword right now, unfortunately, but that's fine. And then, oh, real quick, spark part. I just have anything else. And then just quickly check our gears. Everything's the way we want it to be. Oh, I forgot to give him the death blower. Yeah. There you go. Death Thief moved into the studio to work on it a day and night to get the ending instead of leaving it open. So I'm guessing if it had ended after Solaris, Xenogears would be one of those games that like people were really hoping for the conclusion to the game, and maybe one day, like many years later, there would be a sequel to Xenogears. It would be Xenogears 2, and you get the full conclusion, but then it would probably be very different because it was many years later. That's kind of what I would see would happen to Xenogears if it not happened, where they put this 2 in. Alright, so at least it's all very consistent, I suppose, with the one game, instead of, like I said, possibly becoming a game that comes out many years later, possibly, and being very different. Continue the game? Yes. The fleshy body of God has been recovered. Is that Ellie? I thought it was Kane. Whatever. The anima, a lot of people think Xenosaga and Xenoblade covered the episodes of Xenogears. It didn't get me, but they really don't. Oh, I know that I know that Xenogears is completely separate. I know Saga, the 3 Saga games are one story, but they're separate. I know Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and 3, and the DLCs for those are the same thing as those 3 games, but separate, and Xenoblade Chronicles X is separate. And I basically don't know what the story of Xenoblade Saga is at all. I know nothing about Xenosaga, except for it's like also futuristic-y. I know like a couple things about Xenoblade Chronicles X. I know a couple things about Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know basically nothing about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. All I know is they share theming, like ideas and theming. They're not the same story at all. Like not the same universe. It's just like the ideas and like what was being portrayed. Like again, there are very many concepts in this game that I'm like, oh yeah, this reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. 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 Xenosaga starts similar to this game's episode 1, but it goes off its own way. Well, that's good. I like differences, right? Like the fact that Ramses and Miang, when they were fighting together, are in a gold and silver gear. Oh yeah, that's just like in Xenoblade Chronicles when you see Egil in a gold gear and Mayneth in a silver gear, and then not gears. Egil in a gold mech-on and Mayneth in a silver mech-on. Like, oh, there's like just a little neat tie-in. Like, oh yeah, the same thing. Like, there's a couple elements like that here that I'm like, oh yeah, this is something that's very similar to happen in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is the only other Xeno game I've played, so it's the only point of comparison I have. So I'll obviously see more and more connections as I play more and more games. The anima and the animus have all been obtained. All that is left for us to do is change into the animus and become one with the mother persona. That is incorrect. What? What do you mean, Corellian? What did you just say? Alright, this is the betrayal moment for Corellian. So is Corellian the main villain? I don't know. I don't know. Is Corellian the main villain? What are you doing, Corellian? Have you gone totally insane? What are you doing to the memory banks? Do not touch them. We cannot survive without them. I think you should know what he's doing then. He's killing you. You were the only ones who could have activated the key, but now that it's been activated, I no longer need you. I'm having all of you erased. How dare you? Yeah, slide those, SSD-looking things out of there. The only obstacle that kept me from my goals was Cain. He was the one person who had total control of the people, and thus was my greatest nemesis. The only person who could terminate Cain was Cain himself. That's why I created a copy of Cain. And it's acting exactly as I predicted, killing Cain. Now there is no one who can stop me. I'm not interested in your power or authority. Do you really think you were acting on your own free will? You're all just parts of the system. Created only as weapons of invasion and oppression. You are just terminal interface weapons. We can become God, and you're... God? Who said you'd be God? What impertinence. We are humans. We were created to be terminal interfaces of God. It isn't safe for you, who were once humans. Men cannot become God. We can only entrust ourselves to God. Ridiculous. Going against the mother. I'm not going against her. This is the will of the other mother. You think you can eliminate us and still revive God? It can't be done, but really whipping the camera around, huh? It can't be done. Your genes were scattered in order to keep the world alive after the fallen days of destruction. Those genes live on today within the humans, the anima vessels, and the recipients of their alignment, the animus, and also the persona, which I don't know what the persona are. By combining these with my nanomachines, humans will become living beings very much the equivalent of you. Actually, they may far surpass you in becoming worthy terminal interfaces for God. So you are no longer of any use to me. Deus, the physical manifestation of God, only wants results. The means are insignificant to him, so this is my ARC plan, my Project Noah. Okay, well, I get that. I don't know what it means in the context of this game, but I know what Noah's Ark is. Corelli. May all of your worries cease. Rest in peace, ancestors of mortal men. Are you gonna, like, crush the sphere now or something? Alright, goodbye, CRTV people. It was nice knowing you. Now, it is just you and I, Sophia. Is that Miang? Project Noah is the Xenogears Project original title, like the working title? Oh, okay, I guess that's cool. I was powerless. Oh, there's the high-res picture again. All I could do was stand by and watch as they took Ellie away from me. I am powerless. Do you want the power? The goddess of destruction. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, shut up, Ramp. Oh, hey, Wiseman. Been a while. How's it going? Can you take your mask off? Can I see your face? What are you doing there? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Gramp. I didn't stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. I have no clue what the significance of the necklace is either. It was impossible to try to defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. And Ellie, why was she so damn foolish? I implicitly told her not to come. I told her to run away. She had to know it was a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of an attitude, that is. He did tell us so we met, when Wiseman actually started telling us stuff was in, Nisan? No. Kislev. In the capital. And he's like, you need to have, like, a better attitude for fighting. I still don't really know what that specifically means. So I guess we'll possibly see here. The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machine? Not to mention the new id power you're now able to control. What is Grump's source of power? His machine? His technique? His experience? I do not think so. It is his feelings. His feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of this world. Kislev before fighting Rico? Yeah, I remember it was Kislev, just not specifically when. And hatred is his source of power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Grump. That is why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That is strength. I feel like you could say the same thing as like dedication or like conviction. I'm not surprised you lost. The thing is, you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Why then? That young lady, the only thing in her heart was her desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had such strong feelings that you were all still alive. That is what I think. Of course, you have been defeated. However, that doesn't mean it's over. Again, you're still alive. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It is now your turn to save her. Is it not? Yeah, stand up. Well, what are you going to do? Faye? I don't know. Break free of the chains? Become even more powerful than we've already become? Take Id, grab him by the throat and say, "You're mine now, and you're gonna give me all your power." I'm going to... In order to save Ellie, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts, and 2 weeks later, we found her. All these locations that keep showing up, like, where are they in the world? Who knows? We can't see them. Using the data obtained from Raziel and his own nanomachine technology, Corellian had begun the construction of God's Ark, Merkava. Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation and to rescue Ellie, we headed for Merkava. Okay, looks like a giant mirror to me, or like a solar panel. Okay. That is... Wait, what gear is that? Oh, that's the elements. It's the Power Rangers gear. You again. Are you girls thinking on going in there too? Don't get any wrong ideas there. We are here to help our commander. Miang and Corellian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds so that he may be saved. It's neither for the sake of the world, nor for the sake of your girlfriend, Eliam. We have no intentions of fighting on the same side as you. Well, you know, enemy of my enemy is my friend, so we could, like, help each other. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. But if things get out of hand, you head back. We'll handle it. Yeah, we did beat you up, so you're clearly not very good. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. The other's not going to say anything. I mean, Dominia is the leader, but... Because she dominates them. Very, very, very easy wordplay. That is Miang, I think. We entered the inside of Merkava because it's the purple gear, and while fighting back units of weapons that self-regenerate through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the central core, and then, once again, Ramses appeared before us. Wait, that's Ramses? Or I guess he'd be getting backed up by Miang again, maybe? That's just Faye. Where the hell is everyone else? Oh, angels. One-winged angels. But the two of them. Hello? Anyone home? At all? We're just gonna float down real slowly. Ever so slowly. Yeah. Alright, well, that took 10 billion years. Oh, okay, finally. Now, please tell me there's a shop guy around here, please. No, there's no green gear. I'm sad. Okay. Who do we want to use? We still use Satan, I guess. Which party members do we want to use? Great question. Again, it's in Gears. We definitely should be using Maria. We haven't used Maria in a while. So, 1 second. I feel like we've been neglecting Maria. So we'll go. Okay, so it's either hold on to Bart or Satan. That is the question. I think we'll hold on to Bart. No. Yes. No? We also go Maria someone else? I definitely want Maria in the party. Who else though? Emerald? No, not Emerald. We used it for a little while. Yeah, we'll go Maria Satan Bay. That seems fine to me. Seems like a good party comp. Oh, actually. All right, well, considering how infrequently we're getting save points at this point, this actually seems it's a bit early, I suppose. But this seems like a good. Oh, she's the death blower too. Fair enough. It seems like a good point to save the game and end the stream here, because if I don't save the game here, then it could be like 30 minutes before I get a save point again, and I don't want to go that far over. I did that once in Xenogears, and I'd rather not do it again. So again, good progress today. We're 57 hours in. This fight will be a bit rough. This fight will be happening next time. We're making progress. We're 57 hours in. How long did you say typically this game takes? Like 60 hours? We're like 3 hours towards that. I feel like I'm taking my sweet time though, so I feel like this will take me a bit longer to beat than other people. Possibly. So who knows? We're at 69, 65, 65 on levels. It's 58, but you're a bit slower, not much. I know you still said there's like end game places you can explore. We still haven't gotten actually back to the world map yet, so I don't know. This too is normally 12 hours. Well, I played 2 full stream. Wait, no. So I played like 1.5 streams of this too, so that would be like 6 hours total, I think, so far. So theoretically halfway done, but I'm a bit slower, like you said. That's fine. I don't. No need to rush. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We made progress. We still need to finish Bart and Rico's death blows. That's fine. If we really need to, they're really close. We can just go on the world map later once we get access to it and run around for a little bit and get the death blows we need. Or any other time, really. So yeah, with that, good stream today. We'll be back tomorrow with more Alien Isolation. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to beat Alien Isolation at this point. Probably not one more stream, though definitely not more than 2, I don't think. So yeah. Xenogears, I have no clue how close we're to the end. We're getting there. I think we're close, but we're getting there. So with that, I'll see you, well, again, so more Alien Isolation tomorrow, and we'll be back on Monday for more Xenogears. So with that, I'll see you around, and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.